365 cut. These are the meaningless ramblings of a Scottish we-done whore and a pissy ex-video store clerk. Their ongoing mission is to set right the movie wrongs. They're gonna need a bigger podcast.
Hello everybody and welcome to episode 117 of the 365 Flicks podcast.
Yeah, boy.
I am Kevin, the pissy ex-video store clerk. That's your bit.
Yeah, aye.
That's your bit. You go next.
There. I don't know.
You go next.
Aye.
I introduce myself, then you introduce yourself.
You would think, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Yeah. I am Chris, the 2017 Floppy and Bob-Running Brit of the Year and Scottish Weed and Horror, and person who, after 3 years, apparently doesn't know how the intros go anymore.
Yeah, well, I mean, next time try harder. Come back 118 stronger. 118, we got your number. We got your number next episode. Way. 365 Flicks podcast is back with a brand new track. This is the regular schmegular episode. We have got a buttload of things to talk about because we've not done this for a couple of weeks. What have we got coming up, Chris?
Well, Kevin.
Christian names, birthday names. Christopher, come on.
Well, we've got our usual news roundup.
We have.
Got a couple of cheeky bits to talk about.
Yes, I hope you have.
We have got our What You've Been Watching.
Yes, we do.
No.
Yeah, I got a few things. Not a massive great deal.
That'd be fine.
TV wise, I ain't really been watching much, but
me either.
Yeah.
So we are also going to talk about Jean-Claude Van Damme's Hard Target.
Oh yeah, Hard Target, man. This was a blast from the past.
Yeah, I watched it earlier on today, and yeah.
Loved it.
That's a strong word.
I mean, there was something about this film that I very, very, I didn't remember that this was a case. We'll talk about it later. But, yeah, this movie threw up a surprise for me. But, yeah, we'll talk about that later. So,
certainly will.
What else we got
We're going
going?
to be talking about Netflix's The Colony.
Oh, yes.
For just the pilot. And then we have a cheeky top 5, which you thought was... You tell everybody what
it is top 5 of generic turd face Hollywood leading men. And we have limited it to 5 of the most generic turd faced leading Hollywood men.
See, I'm a little bit upset by you including Joel Edgerton in there.
Yeah, but you know what it is? He is one of those actors who does get thrown in this category because he kind of just... If you can't get this person, Joel Edgerton will do.
Yeah, I suppose. I just kind of felt like he's easily the most talented of all
the bunch. Yeah. He's the pick of the litter, basically, because one of the movies that actually is in my top 5 is probably one of my favourite movies of all time.
I think I probably got the same movie.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Yeah. And when I think about that movie, I'm like, how can I possibly put this guy in, generic turd-faced leading men? But you know what? He is one of those ones that kind of just... He slides a little bit under the radar because he's just there.
Yeah.
And he does put in some good performances. But
he was like the leading man, I guess you could call it, in Red Sparrow.
Okay.
Which is not on my list because it's terrible. But
yeah. Did it feel like he was just there?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Kinda.
But yeah, so the actors in the 5 generic turd-faced Hollywood leading men that Hollywood just loves to force upon us are the one and only Jai McCourtney. Who,
I like how you put that on there.
oh man, massive shout out to listener of the show, friend of the show, Christopher Aitchison, who did not get my joke. Did you see his comment?
I did see that.
I was devastated he didn't get it, but at the same time it put a smile on my face because that was kind of the point.
That was the point. And
so
yeah, can we just, because you can't spell these things on Facebook, can we just give a big ooh to Chris Aitchison?
We can,
from 365 to you.
Read the blurb. The blurb said it all. So yeah, Jai McCourtney's in there. We have the man that Jason Clarke was in there. That's a given. The man that you take a bit umbrage with, but I think it's justified is Joel Edgerton, obviously, who we've just mentioned. The fabulous Joel Kinnaman, who we love. And who was the last one again? Sam Worthington.
Sam Worthington.
Yeah, from Avatar and Avatar 2 and Avatar 3 and Avatar 4 and Avatar 9. He's in all of the Avatars. Not much else, to be honest.
Filmography, that's like all the way to bloody 20.
Yeah.
20 whatever.
Yeah, so that is the top 5 generic turd-faced leading men that Hollywood like to push upon us, and we'll be getting onto that a little bit later. But we got a little bit of some pimpage to do. I mean, it's bittersweet pimpage this time, because most of the things we've been talking about for the last few weeks were either going into production or in production. Now most of them are done. Yeah. So Ethel's wrapped. That was a 3-day shoot with Johnny and Trish on Ethel with Steve Manderson, a.k.a. Professor Green, Elijah Baker, J.J. Hamblett from Union J. That's done. And Miriam. How can I forget Miriam?
I want to punch you in the face.
I know, I did get that sense from that little look from the side of your face you gave me. It was like, how dare you forget Miriam?
Like you were leaving the best for last and you just forgot about her.
I didn't forget about her. She's the leading lady.
Bastard.
But yeah, that's wrapped, and we saw a lot of set photos coming out of that, and it looks great. It looks fantastic. So Ethel is officially in what they like to call post-production in the biz.
Yeah, that's a bastard.
Yeah. Stairs is wrapped.
Stairs.
Yep, Stairs. Tom Payton's Stairs, which there will be one, possibly 2 Stairs episodes coming up from us, depending on how these interviews go, because it kind of seems like everybody wants to jump on and talk about it.
Oh, sweet.
Which is amazing.
Are we getting Bentley on? Because he's got...
Bentley has said 100% he's on. He's coming on. We obviously have Man About Town, Toby Osmond. He is 100% coming on. He's just trying to take that show over. Sam has agreed. Sam Schnitzler, she's all up for it.
Yep.
Elena, obviously, because she was like, let's do a podcast here right now on set.
She filmed the now infamous video.
Yes, the now infamous video, which will, I promise you all, I feel like I'm teasing this video, it will go live when the episodes go live. I promise you all. We're just waiting on Fail Army to give us the okay, because they seem really up for it.
Did they reply to you?
Not yet, but they will. They will. I know they will. Once they get around to watching that and they see how golden it is.
Fucker.
But that video will go live when those episodes go live. Obviously, Tom's going to come on. Mikhail, who we met on the set, who is also involved in numerous other projects we've been talking about for the last couple of years. He is 1,000,000%. Like he's really excited to come on, which I was like, oh, sweet.
He's a good lad.
He was a good lad. And obviously George wants to come on at some point, the cinematographer, DOP. So Stairs is going to be getting a lot of play from us. But in the meantime, Black Site gets its big premiere.
That's now in a minute, isn't it?
Next Monday night
at
Fright Fest. It's closing out the Fright Fest Festival. Fright Fest Festival? Fest is festival, isn't it? Fright Festival. Fright Fest Festival.
Fest is festival.
Yeah, but Fright Fest Festival sounds better, doesn't it?
No.
No? Just a bit long-winded.
Stupid.
Why use 3 when I can use 2?
That's like saying PIN number. It's retarded.
Why would you not say PIN number?
Because it stands for personal identification number.
Well, I didn't know that.
So you're saying personal
and you never ask people for that PIN number, do you not?
I'd say, can I have your PIN?
Okay.
I'm a massive
well, then what I would do is I would go into my haberdashery set. Haberdashery, that's like a sewing kit, isn't it?
I've got no idea.
I'd go into my sewing kit. I don't know why I used haberdashery instead of sewing kit.
Sewing kit?
Because I'm an embroidery. Oh. I do seamstress. But yeah, Black Site has got its big premiere at the Fright Fest Festival. I'm keeping it on Monday night. If you're down in London, if you're that way, get yourself along to see this movie. We have seen the movie. We've joked on for the last couple of months about if we had have seen it, hypothetically and all that. We have seen the movie. We love the movie. The movie is incredible. You're going to have a damn good time when you finally get to see it. And I, for one, I can't wait to see this movie on the shelf.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It deserves to be there.
Oh, 100%. And you know what? We will even release... I mean, I've offered the box cover that I sent Tom and I showed you. I offered that to Tom. You could have, like, a reversible cover, so you could have your picture on the inside when you were on the thing, and I put the lightning bolts coming out at you. Because that was, like, top quality photoshopping.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's happening. Landscape of Lies. We had Paul Knight on the show on the last episode, the last Indie Talk that we did. He was amazing, really good guest. That episode's doing really well.
Good.
And everybody's loving how sort of candid he was and how we got into it. And a lot of people really looking forward to 24 Little Hours. And it does not surprise me.
Rightly so.
Which, by the way, is... I'm assuming they call it like it's locked or whatever. Like they've got an edit and it's looking good. Obviously, Paul's wife gives it the seal of approval, and that is all you need these days.
Yeah.
Another massive shout out to Diane because she's awesome. Winter Ridge is doing the festival rounds. It's doing the cinema rounds as well. It's hitting a lot of cinemas. That's all over the Facebooks, and that's good to see because that is another movie that we've had on. Dom Lenoir, Matt Hookings, everybody. If you get a chance to see Winter Ridge, check it out. And that's pretty much all I've got.
Yeah, it's worth a watch. It's a good film.
Yeah. So, would you like to do our pimpage?
Why the devil not?
Because I feel like we do everybody else's pimpage, but it's time we do ours as well. So come on.
I do it on every single episode, okay?
Yeah, but you kind of muck it up every single episode.
Isn't that kind of the point?
Oh, is it become a running gag now?
No.
Oh. Okay, do it right.
Well, we're gonna do a pre-recorded one that you could just insert, but that's not as much fun, is it?
That would be fake as balls, though, and we're not fake as balls.
No.
We're real as balls, if anything.
We are real as balls.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So go for it.
So we want everybody to look for the 365 Flicks podcast on the Facebooks and the Twitters. Don't forget to like and share and all of those kinds of things that you do on the social medias. We are also on iTunes. Don't forget to subscribe, and also, if you feel like it, leave us a cheeky 5-star review.
Oh, hells yeah.
Yeah. None of this, if you feel like it, bullshit. We are also on Spotify. You can follow us on there. We are also on any other third-party podcasting apps that you can find on your devices. Look for us on a few cheeky networks. We are on Tangent Bound Network. We are on Wicked Radio Network. We are on Weeby Geeks, our awesome British home nerdly.co.uk, Geeks Worldwide, hashtag Potter Family, and hashtag BritPodscene. Also look for our website, www.365flexpodcast.co.uk.
Saucy. I very rarely pimp that.
Meh.
I've not really written anything on it for donkeys.
I know, you want to fucking love yourself, to be honest.
I know. I mean, half the time I go on it and I'm like, shit, the last 6 episodes aren't even on this.
It's not good
And it's
enough.
on a website. What am I like?
It's not good enough, man.
What am I like? But, yeah, so we got a lot coming up. What do you want to do first, Chris?
Will we ever talk about some news?
Why not?
Do you want to mix it up and do something else?
Dost thou have much news? That was me being all Shakespearean.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
I
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't feel like mixing up tonight, so let's just get into the news.
Let's have a look. Do you want to do your fucking bong thing?
Well, I will play the Big Ben Bongs. It was my bongs.
But Top Gear, no, not Top Gear, Top Gun 2 news.
Oh, brilliant, let's go.
John Hamm and Ed Harris are
John Hamm.
joining the cast.
John Hamm's joining the cast of Top Gun 2, the movie that nobody wants.
Apparently so.
Ed Harris, I can kind of see Ed Harris in that, you know.
He'll do anything.
It's sort of his sort of wheelhouse, isn't it? Like, he could just be some sort of naval sergeant waiting in the
somebody with a
wings.
cigar going hoo-ah and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the new Gene Hackman from Enemy of the State, but Ed Harris. Remember the one with Owen Wilson?
Will Smith.
Will Smith.
Will Smith was Enemy of the State.
Yes, that was Enemy of the State. What am I thinking of? Behind Enemy Lines.
Yeah.
What a retard. I can't believe I said that.
Yeah. Film fam, right?
I really like Behind Enemy Lines as well. Enemy of the State, not so much.
Oh, the Enemy of the State.
Gene Hackman was in both of those, though, wasn't he?
Yes.
So, in a way, yes, I got it wrong, but technically I did well because Gene Hackman is in both.
No, well, you still got it wrong. And probably a bit racist, to be honest.
Swing. How? Owen Wilson, Will Smith.
You
Sounds the
whitewashed.
same.
You whitewashed. Fucking
No,
Enemy of
say
the
it properly.
State.
Say it properly. A whitewashed.
You whitewashed.
A whitewashed.
Like you recast Enemy of the State with a white guy in the lead. You massive racist.
There was a white guy in the lead, Gene Hackman.
Will Smith was the lead.
Was he though?
Racist.
Was he though?
So, have you seen the trailer for Outlaw King?
Yeah.
What do you think? If anybody doesn't know what that is, well, we've talked about it on the show before.
Yes,
What's
we
the
have.
matter with you? This is a Netflix film that was shot in our hometown Berwick, partly shot anyway.
Portions.
It is about Robert the Bruce, and it is starring Chris Pine.
Yeah. With a fabulous beard.
Yeah, with and a not entirely fabulous Scottish accent. What do you think? Are you going to watch it?
You know what, man? Because there was certain portions of it filmed in Berwick. Well, actually, no, there's two reasons, and I'll get to the second one soon. But because it was kind of filmed a little bit in Berwick, I am going to give it a watch. It would be rude not to. I like Chris Pine. That Scottish accent, not so much.
No.
But I tell you who did look good in that trailer. I thought Aaron Taylor-Johnson, Quicksilver from Avengers, I thought he looked like he was doing a pretty decent job in that film. He's the one with the black wavy hair and...
Oh, yeah, shit, yeah.
Yeah, I thought he looked
Yeah.
pretty badass. Plus, there's a whole host of other guys that we like in this movie anyway, so...
I think it'll be worth a watch. I don't expect to go into it and have it be massively accurate.
Well, let's be honest. The trailer's horrific.
I mean,
The trailer's not good.
the very fact that they took the time to shoot part of the film in Berwick.
Yes.
And apparently they aren't even including Berwick in the fucking movie.
No, Berwick's not in the movie.
About Robert the Bruce.
Yeah. Because the bridge is London
Yeah.
and the dock is Glasgow.
Yeah, of course
Yeah.
it is. Of course it fucking is.
Why wouldn't it be?
Why wouldn't you include Berwick when Berwick was the fucking probably most important strategically and fucking
Well, they always say-
economically fucking most important town in Scotland at the time?
They said that about Braveheart as well, didn't they? They said, like, a good portion of Braveheart should have been set in Berwick.
Yeah.
But none of it was, and they didn't even mention it.
Well, I mean,
Could you imagine Mel Gibson trying to say Berwick, though?
it'd be like Surrey,
El-
Berwick.
I'll be in Berwick upon Tweed.
Wait, there are no Jews in there, are there?
Right,
Oh,
nice. Anti-Semitism 20 minutes in.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That was me being Mel Gibson. That wasn't me.
Yeah, but the other reason that I quite fancy giving it a watch is Spencer Collins, who was on the Stairs set. He's part of the main cast, and you know he was doing all the military stuff. He was kind of showing them how to walk and all that. He also worked on the Outlaw King.
Oh shit! Right.
Yeah, he did a lot of the battle sequences and all that.
So
and
he would have been in Berwick when we were watching it getting filmed.
I don't know if he was in Berwick, but he might have been. But he was basically saying on the Instagram. I've started using Instagram properly. So he was saying on the Instagram, he was basically saying, mate, you're gonna love these battle sequences. He's like, there's stuff in there that we've not really seen before.
I'm sure it'll be epic as hell.
Yeah. Think there'll be the old kilt thing,
I don't know.
or is that just something Mel
they
Gibson
seem
made up?
to be ripping off the "you may take our lives, but you'll never take our freedom" thing in the trailer.
Yeah.
So why not? Why not?
Yeah. And I love the fact that the trailer is like slowly building up, you know, with the darkness, a little bit of battling, and it's like got the one-word things and all that, and it was slowly building up, and I'm like, right, they're building up for Chris Pine to talk, because that's what it seemed like. You kept seeing Chris Pine, but he wasn't talking, and there was like a voiceover and all that, and I'm like, right, they're building this up, and he's going to talk, and he's going to be all like, "What's your haggish?" You know, he's going to be like proper Sean Connery, and then he just kind of goes... Because the first time he speaks, it's like, wow, that's not even remotely Scottish.
I think probably Christopher Lambert did a better Scottish accent.
Christopher Lambert did a great Scottish accent. Leave him alone.
I was standing up for Christopher Lambert.
But yeah, it's as bold
So
as...
do you think
it's not
Chris
good.
Pine is going to go? Yeah, I will watch it. I will. Yeah, Danny Boyle has quit as the Bond 25 director.
Creative differences.
Creative differences, and as of today, it has also lost its writer as well.
Oh, God. Can we just
Can we just
give it up?
Look, let's just give it up for a bad job. Say to Daniel Craig, look, you were doing, I think he quit a TV show or some bloody thing to do this. Okay, we'll give you half of your salary. You go away and do your TV show, mate.
Yeah.
We're gonna just get a new Bond in with a new director, a new writer, go in a different direction, because this is shaping up to be a fucking mess.
Yeah, but did you not post a thing about Scarlett Johansson taking the role?
Yeah.
As the first black female Bond? I like
love that.
That was pretty damn funny. I was like, sat there like, oh, that's great. Because that poor lass just can't do anything for doing wrong.
No, well, she can't play a, was it,
transgender,
person.
because she doesn't have a willy, I suppose.
She doesn't have a willy?
That is mental. Just let the lassie play the fucking... Oh, God.
So, in that vein, next bit of news, I know. Disney...
Wait a minute, get my hackles up. Go.
Disney is facing more backlash on their Jungle Cruise movie because Jack Whitehall has been cast as a camp gay character,
right?
And it's apparently the first ever openly gay character in a Disney live action film.
Well, what about Josh Gad in Beauty and the Beast? He was gay as balls.
That's right.
He was fawning all over him.
That's right.
I suppose they never outright said he was gay.
Yeah, so you think the opening scene is going to be sucking the rock off?
So he's just going to be running about going, I'm gay, like that. He's going to be Graham Norton it all over the place.
Jack Whitehall practically does that anyway.
Exactly. He's probably he's the gayest straight man out there. So
yeah. But there's internet people kicking off because they didn't cast a gay guy to play a gay guy.
Who would they get to play him?
But not wanting to be an arsehole or anything, but gay guys have been playing straight guys for years.
Well, yeah, it's Sir Ian McKellen.
So, hashtag them too.
Oh, I like that. We hashtag them too. Hashtag us too. Nah, them too. I like them too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But you're right though. That is a thing. Gay guys have been playing straight guys for years. So why haven't we kicked up fuck on that? Because you know why? Because we're not arseholes.
Exactly. And we just did it. So yeah. You know what? Fuck off the internet. Not you people who are listening.
No, not you guys. You guys are awesome.
What do you mean, you people? Well,
you're clearly on our side.
Going back to Bond, Idris Elba isn't playing Bond again.
Is this after his
again?
He sent that tweet out, didn't he? He sent a tweet out saying the name's Idris Elba, and everybody started losing their minds again.
But it's it's been yes he is, no he isn't, yes he is, no he isn't, yes he is, no he isn't. Look, just if I was him, I wouldn't.
No,
because
he doesn't need it.
He doesn't need it, and also the internet.
Yeah.
Because if they cast him as Bond, you're gonna get so much fucking bile.
He's gonna have to leave Twitter.
Being flung at him that his fucking monitor's going to be fucking melting like a fucking alien's bled over it. Yeah. So I wouldn't if I was him.
But to be fair as well, I wouldn't if I was him because A, he doesn't need it, and B, what has Daniel Craig done other than James Bond for the last 10 years?
Not a great deal.
Of any significance. He's not really done anything. A cameo in The Force Awakens?
And see, that's the thing, he played a Stormtrooper, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Idris Elba's on the rise.
Yeah.
And if you suddenly cast him as Bond, he's not going to be doing movies with bloody Kate Winslet or whatever.
Yeah. But it's he's like you say, he's on the rise. He's in the Marvel franchise. I mean, well, he's still in the Marvel franchise. Let's be honest. He's got his own movie that he's just directed. He's just directed his own movie, which is coming out, Yardy, which looks pretty damn good. So
Indie Dog episode.
Possibly. Let's get him on to talk about his film. I reckon that'll happen, Chris.
Well, not with that attitude, Kev.
We have that kind of pull. We could get Lufa on the show. Lufa.
We could. We totally could.
Let's go for it.
Yeah.
I'll send out a cheeky tweet. Oh, sorry, he's left because all the Bond backlash.
I don't think he's actually left. Venom.
Yes.
Is going for a PG-13 rating, apparently.
I read that, but then I also read that one of the writers is basically saying that it's violent as shit. One of the writers has done an interview somewhere saying like this could be one of the most violent Marvel movies, which
My arse.
which you're competing against Deadpool there, so wind your neck in. But he must have said that it was pretty damn violent.
Right.
But then I did read that article saying that they're going for a PG-13.
Yeah, I'm calling bullshit on that.
Yeah.
They're going to go for a PG-13 because they want to sell the toys. They want to get the kids into bloody
Is there
watching.
is there going to be that many toys for a Venom movie?
Of course
though?
there will. It's bloody Spider-Man property. Of course there will be.
It's Spider-Man, but it's Venom. Like, I know it's going to be good and it's going to be like a little bit different and all that. But is there really like an outcry for kids buying Venom toys?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just have to agree with you on that one. Plus, it's Tom Hardy.
Exactly. He should be an action figure.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he's got loads.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Would you have had a Bane action figure?
Oh yeah, 1,000,000%.
Yeah.
DC basically uses his likeness now in every comic, so.
Bit of news for you.
Okay.
Power Rangers is getting a sequel officially.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, I have an interesting question here. You probably don't give two shiny poops.
No, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it way more than I thought I was
love
going
Power
to.
Rangers, but Adi Shankar, who did the Bootleg Universe version of Power Rangers.
Yeah, with what's his name?
Yes, Vanderbeek.
Yeah.
That Haim Saban basically cease and desisted him, told him to take it down, tried to sue the absolute balls off him. Interestingly, though, they had a PowerCon, which is a Power Rangers convention, someplace. I can't remember where it was. But Adi Shankar was there hosting panels and doing interviews and everything.
Mm.
Surely that'll be policed, if you will, by Haim Saban themselves. So, what's up with that? Like, are they open to Adi Shankar being part of this thing now?
Was it an official panel?
Oh, it was like, it looked all official and everything. All the different Power Rangers were there because he was getting his picture taken with them all. Maybe it
unless
wasn't.
It's, like, officially brought to you by,
Yeah.
was it Hasbro?
I think it was Hasbro, yeah. Haim
Officially
Saban and
brought to
Hasbro.
you and sponsored by Hasbro, then I would imagine you can have any old
Yeah. So I suppose
guest there. Like,
it could be like
people who have written comic books or whatever. And
it could be like Walker Stalker Con. Like, it's a couple of fans that have got together and
yeah.
made a convention. Yeah, just I saw it and I started getting really excited. I was like, is Adi Shankar going to be like doing shit with the Power Rangers now? Because that bootleg fucking film was immense. And
Have we spoken about the Nathan Drake?
yes,
Sure,
yeah, we
on
mentioned
here.
it a couple of episodes back.
Right. Did we mention it on here?
Yeah.
We have spoken about it.
Yeah,
I didn't
because
think we'd mentioned it on here,
we
though.
got talking about how Tom Holland's in the role.
That's right. Yes, we
Yeah.
did. You're right. I bow to you.
Yeah, as you should. But yeah, it just got me super excited. But yeah, I couldn't be any more excited about Power Rangers 2.
I'll watch it. I will watch it.
And they said it wasn't going to happen. Like,
Well, it looked like it wasn't,
Yeah.
but it's a solid, enjoyable movie. I
it's a
thought.
good
I
movie.
think
It's a bit of fun.
See where a lot of these things now with bloody fucking fan reactions and all that
Yeah.
sort of thing. Same with Ghostbusters. I know that's a different animal, but you kind of have to ignore all the shite
Yeah,
and hope that the studio does as well, which in this case they have.
good.
Pirates 6 is apparently in the
For
works.
God's sake. Okay.
That's never going to die. I actually enjoyed the last one.
Yeah,
I didn't mind the last one.
I don't even know which one the last one was.
It was Dead Men Tell No Tales.
I think the last one I saw was the one that started really bleak with all the kids being hanged. I think that was the third one. Yeah,
At World's End.
yeah. I saw that, and I couldn't tell you if I made it to the end, but I definitely saw it.
Because the bit with the kids singing was the best part of the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, you know me. I like some hanging kids. So
Oh, yeah. Fuck. Yeah. You know what? For me, pirates are like dinosaurs. I'm going to watch it.
yeah, yeah.
You know, whatever.
Cutthroat Island 2, though, if they made that, wow, with Gina Davis, now I would watch it.
Why not? Yeah, some Warner Brothers news.
Okay.
Some DCEU news.
Ooh.
They are planning a Supergirl movie.
Yeah. I'm okay with it.
Can we get Melissa Benoit?
Ben Moist.
Benoit?
Melissa Bean Moist.
Benoit?
Benoit. Too soon.
Probably not Benoit, is it?
No, it's Benoist.
Benoit. Can we get her to play her? Because she is awesome.
She is good in the show. She's very good in the show. But yeah, Melissa, who would you cast apart from her? Obviously, you would like to see her. And I know who you're going to say, but who would you cast as Supergirl?
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yeah.
No, probably, I think, bless her.
Don't say she's getting on a bit.
She's too old to play Supergirl. Supergirl.
I suppose she's got to be a girl.
Alright, here's one. Maisie Williams.
Your other go-to.
No, Maisie Williams.
Bit too short though, isn't she? She's pretty short.
Put some fucking high heels on her. What about, what's her name? Who's also in Game of Thrones?
Gwendolyn Christie.
Yeah, there you go. That'll do.
Too tall.
That'll do.
No, if anything, she's Martian Manhunter.
Definitely Martian Manhunter. No, the one who played the woman who married Joffrey and then married his brother.
Oh, Joffrey. Oh, Natalie Dormer.
That's the one.
Yeah. She'd be cool. She'd be cool, but she's got a very Victorian face.
Right.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
I'm probably saying that
Does
because
she have to be like all American Pie.
Yeah.
All
like
American
Tara Reid.
Girl. No,
she'd be a great Supergirl.
Definitely not Tara Reid.
What about her from Kick-Ass?
Chloe Grace
Yeah.
Moretz.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
She'd be okay.
I could see that.
Yeah, I'd buy that. Yeah. Anything else?
Peter Dinklage.
Oh,
While we're on Game of Thrones.
I like Dinklage news.
I'm not sure if you like this one. This is a little bit of a weird one. He is following the end of Game of Thrones. He is going to be starring in a Rumpelstiltskin movie.
Okay. Wow. Warwick Davis too busy?
See, that's... I think Dinklage is too good for that.
That's some shoddy casting.
Dinklage is way too good for that shit. So you're leaving the role of a lifetime where everybody has recognised you as fucking one of the most talented actors on earth to play Rumpelstiltskin.
Peter Dinklage doesn't need to be doing that.
I think that you're kind of... What you're going to do bloody Leprechaun 5 next after
Yeah.
Rumpelstiltskin. It's a mistake.
It's like I say, Warwick
Should be
Davis
doing
can't be that busy. Get him in there.
He'll do anything.
He'll do anything for a bag of chips, man, so get him in.
Right. Last bit. Okay, so... We've been kind of sort of having a conversation with various people.
Ooh.
Mostly you, because I can't be arsed with it, on Facebooks. Allegedly, apparently,
Right.
the Rian Johnson Star Wars trilogy
Yeah.
is either on hold or has been cancelled altogether, depending on what article you read.
Yeah, the last article that I did read, which was the Hollywood Reporter, said that it hadn't been cancelled, but he's definitely out.
Yeah.
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 But
so,
like you say, depending on what you read and where you read it.
well, it's pinch of salt
Yeah.
stuff, this.
Aye.
Some people are standing up for him. Some people with some sense like us are saying get rid of him.
Although Ian Lawson, not to try and get anyone in trouble, but Ian Lawson posted something on the Facebook page about we know who he works with and who he works for, and if you were, to read between the lines a little bit, as in he may know something other people don't, he may have heard on the grapevine a little something. It sounds to me like he's definitely out.
I didn't read that.
I might just be misreading it, but I was kind of like, yeah, he's gone. He's away. So where were you going with that?
Alright, yeah, well, we both agree that we are not interested in a Rian Johnson trilogy because we are not, we're not fans of, despite there being a Last Jedi thing in the pod cave.
Yeah.
We're not fans of The Last Jedi. I think it had its moments, but not very many of them. So, we've. I think on the last episode I spoke about having watched episode 3 again one night, just completely randomly, and sort of having a kind of clarity moment where it was like, yeah, they are destroying Star Wars.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking earlier on, how would we fix Star Wars?
Before we get on to that, clarify my position a little bit on The Last Jedi and Rian Johnson. I don't 1,000,000% blame Rian Johnson. I think he made some... I would say it's 50-50 on Disney and Rian Johnson's part. Because...
Well, Lucasfilm.
Lucasfilm.
See, that's the thing.
Okay,
that's the thing,
we'll
right?
go
Because
Lucasfilm.
people are blaming Disney here.
Yeah.
And the thing is, okay, Disney have some involvement.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Disney have so many different properties now. They've got their Marvel, they've got their Lucasfilm, they've got fucking Pixar, they've got bloody... You know...
The universe.
So, okay, they have input.
Yeah.
But the majority of the decisions in these movies is being made by Lucasfilm, not by Disney.
Well, this is sort of...
it's Lucasfilm that's to be blamed, not Disney.
I'm with you, and it's sort of like when people start going out at Kathleen Kennedy and they're all putting the guns out for her. I think it's completely justified because Kathleen Kennedy or Lucasfilm, we'll just say Lucasfilm because I don't want to place the blame on any one person, but Lucasfilm are making this new franchise, so they bring in J.J. Abrams. J.J. reboots it. Okay, not everybody's happy because a lot of people seem to think it's a carbon copy of A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back. Yes, there's elements of that. Fair dues. I still think fucking The Force Awakens, I've watched it countless times since it came out. I still think it's a brilliant film. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful.
I agree.
And it did everything that I wanted that movie to do. But what it also did was set up a story going forward. It set up JJ's vision going forward. So then Lucasfilm think it's a good idea, and it's been stated by them before to bring in another director. Mm-hmm. Obviously JJ wasn't too keen on doing the whole franchise, so they bring in another director and basically tell him, this film's your vision. Right? So he's now thinking, well, I don't have to respect anything the last director did, because this film's my story. So what I'm going to do is, everything he set up, well, not everything.
Most of it.
But most of what he set up, I'm just going to wipe that out because I don't like it anyway. Yeah. And I'm going to make huge, massive statements with this movie, which I'm fine with because that's always been a bit of a Star Wars thing, to make a bold statement about certain things and all that. It's always been there. But he just turned it into what... and I'll probably get totally blasted for this, but I thought he turned it into a bit of a propaganda drive in certain places. The whole thing about Canto Bite going there and like all the animals were being enslaved and all that to race for the rich and all that, and I'm sitting there thinking, oh my god, like, put it in your movie, but be fucking subtle, man.
Also weren't too bothered about child slavery.
Yeah, the whole child slavery thing, and I'm just like, oh, dude, like, I like Rian Johnson as a director, but I like him when he's making movies like Brick. Like, I'm not a huge fan of Looper, but I like what he was trying to do with it.
Looper with Bruce Willis and Thingy.
I think
shit.
I think he believes he's way cleverer than he actually is, because Looper in the end just made like no sense.
I've never finished it.
Yeah. And so Rian Johnson's a good director, but why bring somebody in who is not going to even remotely care about the last film that was made, and just be like, you know what, I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to do this because I think it's cool, and there you go.
But where's your Marvel continuity?
Yeah.
Because, they have different directors all over the place in the Marvel movies. This is not alien to Disney.
Yeah.
So surely they should have been saying to Lucasfilm, look, do what Marvel's doing, but with Star Wars.
Because
so you're building you JJ has laid the bricks to fucking build a new trilogy or the new ongoing universe that we're going to go with. Okay, do your own movie, have your own style, your own humour, your own cinematography, your own character, whatever. But at the same time, this has got to happen. This has got to happen. This has really got to happen.
Yeah.
This has got to happen.
There's no way JJ didn't have a plan. There's no way there wasn't.
Well, he did it. That's been confirmed on the internet. He did have a plan. Yeah. And it was just thrown out the window.
Mental, man.
And that's fucking bollocks.
Like, Kevin Feige over at Marvel, apparently he's got, like, whiteboards upon whiteboards of, like, this 40-year plan, 50 movies, going forward. Fair dues. it's a shit ton. But he's got all that. You are not telling me that a director like J.J. Abrams didn't think to himself, right, what I do here is going to affect that third movie, which he's now directing. And I have to think to myself, he's come back into it after seeing The Last Jedi and be like, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
Yeah, you've not killed off Leia, which is one of my biggest problems with it, is because now they've got to use footage from The Last Jedi and probably Force Awakens, I guess.
And it's going to look horrendous.
To put Leia in there.
Yeah.
That's fucking bullshit. And it's fucking insulting to the memory of Carrie Fisher.
Yeah, 100% agree.
You know, and the Snoke thing. Ray's parents, although okay, fine, there may be more to be told there.
I'm actually the whole thing about Ray's parents. I'm not overly angry about that or upset about that. Yeah, I would like to have it have been something, but the way he set it up, as in, they would just like JJ told us that there's this big secret. There's a big secret there, and we're going to play with the secret, and that's nobody. It's just, and yeah, it could be a case of Kylo messing with her head. Yeah. Which is fine. Just bring back JJ, and JJ's coming back, and please, I hope to God he fixes it.
Yeah, but I mean, even the stuff, you know, when Ray was in the cave with all the reflections and that,
nothing,
and nothing happened. Not a fucking thing happened, and you know, obviously they were going for Empire Strikes Back thing where Luke sees what he become if he fails. He's going to turn into Darth Vader. So they were going for that, but it completely fucking fell on its arse.
Yeah.
Nothing happened. It made no sense. And then that's like, okay, well, that's fucking 20 minutes. I'm not getting back. You know. So yeah. So that's where we are. That's where we are.
So
anyway.
What would you do?
Right.
Because that was a long-winded way of getting there.
Yeah. Here's what I would do.
Right.
Now I've been putting some thought on this.
I bet you have.
Yeah. Too much thought of anything.
Is this a 365 rewrite?
Not quite. Yeah. So obviously, do your episode 9. I think it's wrapped, is it? Or are they filming it right now, or something like that?
I have no idea where we're at.
Well, it's out next year, so you would assume it'll be close anyway. So obviously, do your episode 9. Finish your trilogy. You know,
as best you can.
Yeah, as best you can. Just like get that out there. Draw a line under that whole thing.
Yeah.
Then. No more movies. Fucking every single bloody fucking Jar Jar movie, your fucking Boba Fett movie, your fucking Solo 2.
Yeah.
Scrap it, shelf it.
Yeah.
Get rid of all of it because it's become toxic. Mostly because of the internet. Yeah, so scrap all of your projects. Like, shelve them. If you can bring them back, why not? You can bring them back once you've done your thing. No more movies for at least 2 years. Because this Star Wars movie, every year...
Yeah, it's mental.
While when they first announced it, it was like, oh, wow, okay, alright.
Well, yeah, I was the same as you. Like, I was the same as every other fanboy around the world. We're getting a Star Wars movie every Christmas. You know, like Christmas comes early for me.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was the same.
On paper, it was... Fuck me, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But it's not working.
It's not.
It's pissing people off. And as I said, Star Wars is starting to become toxic.
Yeah.
And that is not what Star Wars is about.
Yeah.
Right. What they do, they've apparently about to or have bought over the TV and movie thing for Fox.
Yeah.
Which you would assume would include the rights to the original unedited movies.
Ooh.
What they do is leave it 2 years. No Star Wars movies for 2 years. They re-release, like 4K the fuck out of it, nothing else. Re-release the original pure trilogy in the cinema, if you want to do it in the cinema.
With the guy playing Jar Jabba.
No, none of that bullshit. Re-release them. Show the Star Wars fucking fans that you've actually got some passion for Star Wars, and it's not just Disney wanting a new fucking part of their theme park.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's kind of become.
It's become that, yeah.
Show that they've actually got some fucking passion for Star Wars by re-releasing these original unbastardized with fucking blinking Ewoks and fucking Darth Vader going, no, 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 fuck you. Then...
It's my favourite scene.
No, it's not. It's not lying. Then, new trilogy. Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah.
Trilogy.
I had a feeling that's where you were going with that.
Are not... It's Star Wars. It's still Star Wars. You can still make a good story in there. You can bring in new characters. You can do fucking stuff with armies of Sith.
You can do anything
versus
with it.
armies of Jedi. Fucking badass as fuck. You've not got any connections to the Empire, which has been done to death, I think, now.
Yeah.
You know, okay, the Empire is fucking cool, with stormtroopers and that can't aim and shit like that.
But now it's just a new order, isn't it?
Give us a break from fucking the Empire and the New Order and Darth Vader and the Skywalkers and fucking Yoda and fucking all of those characters. Enough of it. Enough of it for the time being. Do your bloody... your Knights of the Old Republic trilogy, 2 years, every 2 years, and then, like, okay, so if that goes well, happy days, fucking fantastic, Star Wars is back where it should be. People are looking forward to Star Wars movies. Then do an Obi-Wan movie, do a bloody Darth Vader movie at that point, do whatever the fuck. But I think that's what they do.
Yeah. I particularly like the whole thing about giving it a rest, because this one a year,
it's dying on its arse.
Especially when you're getting one decent one and one terrible one, like every year.
I didn't hate Solo as much as you.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan.
I will watch it again when it. You know, I'm 95% sure I'll buy it on the Blu-rays when it comes out. I am. I thought that the guy did a good job. I think that the movie's nowhere near as bad, but I think that people on the internet are bastards.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just ruining the whole thing, and that's what Star Wars has become.
Yeah, it's going that way. It's
sad.
It's yeah. I mean, when you've got actresses quitting the internet because people are having a right go at playing a role.
Vile.
Just for playing a role, and I mean, she's not my favourite character in the movie, but I don't hate her. The reason I'm not a big fan of her is because she makes that one choice at the end of the movie when I'm thinking, oh sweet, the director's doing something, because everybody keeps on talking about the risks that Rian Johnson took in this movie.
What fucking risks?
I have no idea, because every risk he took ended with got you. You know, everything he did ended with got you. And it's like, why? Why do you keep doing this?
I don't see what risks that movie took.
I don't.
No risks whatsoever.
But that's his maybe.
So that's our official 365 How to Fix Star Wars. Done. Right, what we're going to do next, Kev?
Well, I think we should go on to just the pilot next.
Let's do it.
But before we do that, we have a cheeky little weather report from Toby Osmond, who I believe we are getting introduced to a new character. Yeah.
Is this the one he told us about?
Yeah, so be warned, this could go either way. It's Toby. We love Toby, so we think this is going to be hilarious. But just, you know, if you're a bit of a social justice warrior, just maybe turn it
Listen
down.
to something else.
Turn it because from what he told us about this new friend of his, yeah, I think it's going to be brilliant.
Speaking before you do that. Apparently there's a hell on with this year's Battlefield game. Because it's set in World War II.
Right.
And there... have you seen the trailer for it?
Nah.
I'm not really bothered about that.
Nah.
But in the trailer, there are sort of women fighting on the front line and all that kind of thing. And you know, it's like running away from tanks and doing a load of stunty stuff and things.
Yeah.
And yeah, people on the internet are not happy because there are women fighting on the front lines, which is not accurate.
Right.
You know, their women did fight, but it was, you know, women were fighting in the French resistance and stuff and things. So women did fight, but they weren't on the front lines.
Okay.
So it's not accurate. But You know what? You're playing a fucking video game.
It's a game, yeah.
It's a fucking video game.
It's a game.
Shush.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you there.
Yeah.
I'm with you there. So, yeah, the weather report with Toby Osmond is upcoming, and we'll be back with just the pilot.
Yeah, boy.
In 2018, a crack weatherman was sent to prison by a military court for a crime he didn't commit, fare dodging. This man promptly escaped on the London Underground. Today, still wanted by the bar managers of London for unpaid tax, he survives as a weatherman of podcast fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find him, maybe you can hire Hurricane Toby. Welcome to the Weather Report on 365 Flicks podcast with your host, Toby Ezekiel, baby. Would you like to introduce yourself? My name is Ezekiel. Hi there, Ezekiel. I'm joined by a co-host this evening. Ezekiel is no co-host, I'm the main host. You're a guest, Ezekiel. Please, just stop interrupting. I'm not interrupting. In fact, it is literally impossible for me to interrupt you, Toby. All right. Funny man. Ezekiel is a wonderful person that I met on the shoots of Stairs. Here's some film news straight off the bat for you. So I just finishing Stairs, Tom Payton's newest film, which is looking next level epic. Ezekiel was on that, weren't you? Yes, I was, in a manner of speaking. Ezekiel's a fan. What are you a fan of, Ezekiel? Bentley Kalu. Bentley who? Kalu. Bentley. He's so manly. Ezekiel is a fan of Bentley Kalu. He's a very good actor who was on not only Stairs, but Black Sight, and in fact Tom Payne's first film, Pandorica, and you heard from him then, I believe, and he was also on the MCU film Avengers Age of Ultron, and another one, I think. Anyway, so Ezekiel's Bentley's fan. Are you my fan, Ezekiel? No, sirree. Okay, you're a mediocre actor at best, Toby. Thanks, Ezekiel. Yes, so Stairs. I'm getting waylaid by Ezekiel. Yes. If anyone wants to come, I'm building the first gay bar on the Mississippi. It's a bit far to go for a bar of any description, Ezekiel. It'll be worth it, I tell you. It'll be the finest mojitos in the South. Lovely. What was I saying? Stairs, great. Shout out to all the casting crew. Fantastic crew. Fantastic film. I can't wait for it to be released. Probably it'll be done spring next year. I already finished all the principal photography. Hit festivals spring next year, hopefully. Speaking of Tom Payne films hitting festivals any year, this Monday, which is probably about the evening this podcast will come out, so too late for you, Fright Fest is premiering, in fact, Tom Payton's film Black Sight. So if this comes out before Monday evening, get along to that at 6:15. If not, you missed it. You'll have to buy it or something. Other very important news in the film world. I've just ordered a projector from the internet, so my viewing experience is going to go up after the bank holiday weekend, because I'm going camping. So yeah, if anyone wants to come to my room or whatever, watch a film, maybe The Crown, I'm into that at the moment, watch a film maybe, I don't know, anyway, yeah. Ezekiel, you might be interested in this. I might not be. I didn't realise Trump has declared Tower Hamlets, this is a while ago now, a no-go zone, along with, I think, Birmingham, where actually we were filming a large part of Stairs. So please send help. Other news on the film festival scene. Exit 6, Mark Brennan's festival. It's a short film festival that is coming up in September on the weekend of the... Oh, get out of my way. 29th of September. It's on the 29th of September. In fact, our wonderfully talented Elena Wallace, who's in the stairs, she is starring in a short film which I think she won a Best Supporting Actor for, or got nominated for Best Actor or something. Anyway, so that's playing at Exit 6. Exit 6 is the best short film festival I've had the pleasure of being to. That's still in existence anyway. It's very good. Go along. I think it's closed for submissions now, but go along. You'll see it's fantastic in Basingstoke, as someone corrected me on Facebook. Amazingstoke is where it's at. I might dispute that, but it is definitely in Basingstoke. Very close to London. And if you're a director, filmmaker, producer, blah 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 blah, actor, whatever, get your film along there. What else? Ezekiel, you got any shout outs to make? Yes. Oh, okay, cool. Do you wanna make a shout out? Grace Leader. Hello, baby. I just wanted to say, once my first gay bar on the Mississippi is built, you will be my guest of honor. It'll be a pleasure to have you there. I know, Grace Leader. Shut up, I'm speaking. Grace is the finest soprano singer I ever did hear. And she can act as well, better than you, Talbot. Thank you. Is that everything? Yeah, basically. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so shout out to Grace, who trained at a very prestigious school at East 15 with me. Any other news? Oh, little shout out. Aaron, I've given you like 3 shout outs for Gold Apparel now, and I'm still yet to receive the promised bribes in lids, t-shirts, whatever. Send me some shit. Anyway, shout out for Gold Apparel, which I now actually have a website address for. goldappareluk.com. Not .co.uk, it is goldappareluk.com. Hopefully I'll be wearing some fine-ass threads at the next film festival I am at. Speaking of which, LFF, London Film Festival, run by BFI, send me an email asking if I wanted to apply for press accreditation. They must be fans of the podcast. That's all I'm saying. At last, some recognition. So they'll probably turn that down. Oh, well, no, it's nice to be emailed anyway, isn't it? I bought a vape. Should we have some play-out music? This is for, God bless his cotton socks, Mr. President, the Donald Trump. This can play us out. Oh, hang on, what's this? Oh, it's a funky version. Huh. Jimmy. I got a new vape, and it makes this cool noise, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to turn it on and play it to you. This says this to me every time.
Master, I am your new warrior.
Hello, Master. I am your new warrior. Brilliant. All right. Oh, listen to that, Jimmy. Listen to that, Jimmy. Oh, Star Spangled Banner. God bless America. What do you think about that? God bless America. Ezekiel, say goodbye. All right, bye, Ezekiel. I don't know if you're coming back. Shit, I don't know if I'm coming back after this one.
Thank you, Toby. That was
It's wicked cool.
you know what I mean? I messaged him earlier and I was saying I love the fact that Toby's part of the show now. Like, he has his little slot and everything, and he says he's going to try and mix it up a little bit and get like some other people to sort of join him and everything, which would be totally fucking awesome.
I quite like the thought of every movie set he goes to, he gets the guys who are in the, the people who are in the movie with him to join in with him, the weather report.
Did he say that?
No.
No. All right, you just made that up. That's just an idea you're going to put out there. Mm-hmm. Toby, if you're listening.
So, Toby, just saying.
Yeah, that's a real good idea. Just get a random patron of the cinema. What did you think of the movie? It was great.
Funny.
I really liked it.
I heard it, guy.
I love that Top Gun actor. I don't know where that came from. Right, so...
Finally going to shut your fucking face, fucker.
Now, suck my cock. Okay, right. Edit. So...
Colony.
Colony, yeah.
Colony, yeah.
With Tom Sawyer from Lost.
That's right, and Thingy from Prison Break.
Yeah, Sarah Tancredi.
That's the one.
Yeah. There was somebody else in there that I recognised, and I was like, oh, yay. But yeah, Sarah Tancredi.
The guy who plays like the governor fella was in House.
Yes. No, I never watched House.
No.
Yeah.
He's been on a couple other things as
Okay.
well. Yeah.
I'll give you that. But Colony.
Colony.
What did you think?
I actually really enjoyed it.
I think it's got legs.
I definitely think it's got legs. It looks great. They've obviously got a massive budget for it.
Budget's very high.
Obviously there's there's been, I guess, like an alien invasion.
Yes.
And the part of the city that they invaded has been separated by a big bastard wall.
You could say it's been colonised.
You could definitely say that. Yeah. And so the main character's son was separated from them during the invasion, so he's on the other side of the wall. So the premise is they're trying to get their son back, basically. And of course, he's got a past.
Yep. As everyone does.
I guess in episode 2, he doesn't know what side he's on.
I watched 5 minutes for the second episode.
All right.
Yeah.
And is he in too deep?
He's not in too deep yet.
Right.
But he will get in too deep.
Right.
Yeah. I actually really enjoyed this show. Sarah Tancredi didn't annoy me as much as she did in The Walking Dead.
Was she in The Walking Dead as well?
She was Rick's wife. She was Laurie.
So, Prison Break, Walking Dead, and this one is the same woman?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I didn't realise Laurie was her.
Yeah. Dude.
Well, shut my mouth.
Uncle Fucker. But yeah, I was really, really enjoying it. The only slight gripe that I have with the show, did you see I can't remember if it was like the first episode or a little bit in the second. Did you see the twist with the wife?
Yes.
Yes. Right. So
that was the very end of the...
That was very...
That was like the pilot. You're never going to believe this.
That's kind of my gripe with the show.
Right.
He seems like he's just going to become like a cop for the other guys, trying to take down the resistance. And obviously she's in the resistance. And it just I was like, it screams procedural to me. It screams...
Yeah.
But I think the concept around it is fresh as fuck. Really quite original.
Well, I made a couple of notes, and that's it's like proper high concept show.
Yeah. It's kind of like... Did you ever watch... what was the one with him out of ER? What was the one with him? Fallen Skies.
Noah, what's his name?
Yeah, did you ever watch Fallen Skies?
I watched the first episode, and he was supposed to be like a history teacher or something, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And he got a bit of history wrong about Scotland
so that was
and England, so that was me.
That was you.
Yeah.
He didn't get out of the cock-a-doodie car!
It was similar. Well, it was kind of like that. It was because it was the very first episode, and they were on about like sort of William Wallacey times. He made it like a William Wallace reference. And
never will you don't get that wrong.
He said he said it was the same with the people who were fighting with William Wallace, is like the Scottish people who were fighting with William Wallace against the British. And it's like, well, the British, you stupid cunt.
Wow, that was enough for you to turn that show off. Anyway,
it literally went off as soon as he said that, because I was like, nope.
Colony is kind of what I hoped Fallen Skies was going to be. Like the aliens had come down, they'd made occupation and everything, and they'd kept them all sort of within a zone. That's kind of what I hoped Fallen Skies was going to be. But then Fallen Skies was like, right, we're just going to go over here, we're going to go over there, we're going to do this and that and this and that. But
didn't know history.
It is super high concept. I really like it. Like you say, the budget's there. And even like the supporting cast, I'm sitting there thinking there's some pretty good supporting roles in here. Like not many that I knew, but enough people that I'm like, damn, there's quite a fine actor right there, So I was well into it. I will definitely give this more of a go.
Yeah.
There's not really much you can say about the pilot, because other than he wants to go and save his son and gets drafted into the bastard side of the crew.
Yeah.
There's not much else goes on.
He becomes a collaborator.
Yeah, but I dug it. And it's Sawyer from Lost, so...
I've only seen Lost once, but I kind of thought, get a haircut, but
Yeah, he's better in Lost than he is in this so far. But then I'm hoping this gets better. So
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
I'm going to
see.
keep going with this one.
I'm going to keep going as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Would you like to know what's next?
Go for it.
Okay. This has finally come to the UK. I don't know if you have watched it or not. You've never mentioned having watched it.
Okay.
Because I think it's been out for a little while in the US. Speaking of high concept.
Ooh, is it called High Concept?
It is not called High Concept. I think it starts this weekend or something like that on E4, and it is Krypton.
Okay. This is the okay.
Superman spin-off.
Superman's great-great-grandson.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I have not got high hopes for it at all.
Yeah, I don't either.
But it came up on like the recommended for you thing on Sky Q.
Oh, well, if Sky Q says it.
So exactly.
If they recommend it, it's got to be right.
Sky Q ever been wrong?
I got money off Sky. I phoned them up about my bills and stuff, about my... because we pay like £96
Right.
for like the broadband, the Sky and the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And I was kind of like, £96, it's a bit steep, you know. To be fair, we don't really watch Sky very often either.
I'm the same.
Yeah.
Like lately, I've really been watching Netflix and
Exactly.
Amazon.
Yeah. So I phoned them up and they took £20 off my TV package, which I thought was very nice.
That's all right.
And then they sent me over to the broadband people, because the broadband's what's kicking me in the nuts, because I've got like the unlimited broadband because I kind of need it. And that was like £60, and they took £25 off that.
That's all right.
So I saved £45 on my Sky package.
Tidy.
And then I said to them, do I really need the phone? Like the phone line rental thing? And they were like, well, how are you going to use your broadband? I was like, good point. So I couldn't get rid of that.
Dumb. Yeah.
But yeah.
So Krypton.
Krypton.
That's what we're going to watch for the next episode. We'll see. I
Not
think
high
it'll be a
hopes.
load of beautiful people on Krypton.
Yeah.
Not acting very well.
No, I doubt that.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm up for that one. Krypton. Let's get it done. So,
You.
let's go on to what have we been watching with a quick little promo from one of our buddies.
Yeah, not Hobie.
Nah, never
No,
Hobie.
Never that.
I actually, I've been asked if we could, well, not asked, kind of suggested, the local lads who have the shop down the street,
Yeah.
the game shop,
Yeah.
asked if we would do a little cheeky promo for them.
Oh, sweet.
So I asked them to write a little thing up and tell us what they would like us to say, and we're going to put that on hopefully the next episode.
Tidy. Yeah.
I was up for it. I was like, yeah, man, because you know what, the guys are doing really well. The shop's called Geekbox. It's not really going to be relevant to anyone unless they're sort of like in the northeast or Berwick or
we have
the
some.
borders. We do. We've got a following there.
Or Americans might be wanting to come over to Berwick and
Definitely
want something to do. So,
get yourself over to the Geekbox.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's three young lads that are. I'm quite pally with two of them. And they've opened up their own game shop, trading cards, board games, stuff like that. Retro gaming, all sorts like that. And they're doing really bloody well. Chad was telling me at football the other day how well they were doing. I was like quite impressed.
Fair play.
The boys are going to get a little bit of copy together or a script together, and we're going to do a promo for them.
Good.
We will replace Hobie's promo with theirs.
Ah, damn right.
Yeah.
Damn right.
Because ours is better anyway. When we talk about, I'll be like, in a town that has literally fuck all.
Maybe.
Maybe the Geek Box has come to town. Get in there. Get his trading cards.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I won't do that. No, I won't do that.
No, never that.
So if you're in the Berwick area, get yourself there. But cheeky promo, and we'll get into what you've been watching.
100%.
Yeah. What?
You just went German there?
Oh yeah?
Ja.
Ja, oder nein? Ja? Schnell.
Umlaut.
Me like the bratwurst.
What is up, future listener? My name is Josh.
And I'm Kevin.
And I am Michael. And we host the Second Press Podcast, that news curating podcast where us three cousins get together and make fun of the news.
We'll keep this short and sweet. You should listen to our podcast because it's funny and informative.
Exactly. We find interesting stories off the beaten path and liven up over-reported stories with our own fresh views and new takes.
Yeah, And despite being a news podcast, we are pleasantly not preachy at all.
So, search for the Second Press Podcast in your podcast aggregator of choice and give the Second Press Podcast a listen.
You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter at Second Press Pod.
And if you're feeling really adventurous, you can explore our sexy website at www.secondpresspod.com.
We would really love for you guys to give us a listen and join our growing community.
Guys, we already love you, and because we do, we ask you, please stay out of the news.
Peace!
The first one I want to talk about, because we want to see it together.
Yeah, when we visited Stairs.
Stairs.
We
went to see The Meg.
The Meg.
Yeah, baby.
That was a movie.
It was fucking awesome.
Well, that was a movie. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
I'll give it that.
So you didn't go on too well with it then?
I'll be honest with you. I kind of went into it with very low expectations.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, like, the bar I set couldn't have been any lower. And let's just say it matched it. I was, I don't know. You know what really got to me? And I mentioned it when we came out, was like the size of the shark.
Yeah, it
changed.
varied.
It changed from scene to scene.
I've been speaking to Jason because he went to see it as well.
Yeah.
And he said the same thing.
It was just like...
The size of the shark, it changed from scene to scene.
Yeah.
Like, one bit, it's filling the whole thing, and then it's like next to a boat, and it's like... a minnow or
because
something.
There's a part of the movie, like you say, when you get a wide shot and you see the sheer how big this Meg is, and then the boat that they're on isn't that big, and I'm sitting there thinking, well, when that Meg comes along, it just has to poke its head out the water, and it's gonna be like knocking the boat over. It's gonna be eating the boat like whole, because that's how big it looked at one point.
Well, Christ, on one of the posters.
Yeah.
One of the the live posters that they do on Facebook was the boat and the shark fucking with its mouth open. Fucking with its mouth open.
Yeah.
The shark with its mouth open, like just underneath the water, about to bloody swallow the thing whole.
But in the movie, it kind of looks pretty much proportionate to Jason Statham at one point. I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? Like, if you can't get the size of your shark right, I'm just not invested. I don't know, man. Like,
I get what you're saying about that, but
I mean, that to me was things I did like. I thought the Sequest DSV ripoff underneath the water. I quite like that. I did like that. Although you had the old it's not quite finished in this area bollocks. That was cool.
But that didn't really play into anything.
No, it didn't play into anything. It was just nah. You had the cast, the cast of characters on the marine base. I actually thought they ticked most of the boxes.
Well, I mean, let's. This is where I do kind of pick at it a little bit.
Yeah.
Rainn Wilson, who I think is a very, very funny actor.
Yeah.
I thought he was fucking obnoxious in it.
He usually is, though.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, I can't remember what his name was, but the character, the black character in it may as well have been called Token.
Yeah,
because I'm sorry, but he was just every single possible fucking stereotype going.
Yeah.
You know,
he totally was, and I do 100% believe he was only there to deliver that speech on top of the boat to give you the fake out that the shark's going to eat him, like the Deep Blue Sea scene. Like, they couldn't have framed it any better for the shark to jump out and eat him, and we all go, "Oh snap!" You know, like we did when we watched Deep Blue Sea. But it didn't happen because obviously the Meg was that big; it would have just swallowed everyone. But you know, not in every scene. But yeah, I know what you're saying with that character. I really liked Ruby Rose. I thought she was brilliant. But I'm becoming quite a big fan of her right now.
Was it Wentworth she was in?
Orange.
Orange is New
She was in. She was in like a series of that, wasn't she? Or has she been in more than that?
You sure it wasn't Wentworth?
No, it was Orange.
Right.
Yeah.
I think she was maybe. See, that's the thing. Every single year, they're on like at the same time. And I always get confused between the two.
No, it was definitely
Orange is the New Black. Yeah. You know what? She like again the internet, but I mean she's not.
Getting a hard
she's
time.
not like she's not the fucking best actress in the world.
No,
but
she doesn't need to be though. Not for that movie.
Like, no, definitely not. Exactly. And I think she's going to do a great job as Batwoman. Batwoman,
I
Batgirl?
completely agree with you.
Batwoman.
Batgirl.
Batgirl, right. Batgirl.
Or Batwoman, whichever.
Yeah.
I think she'll do a great job.
Yeah, just, you know... I just think it would be like a thing now where anyone who takes on a role in, you know, like a well-known role has to go under fucking therapy before it's announced.
It would help.
Like, you know, it's gonna be announced, you're gonna be Batgirl, and people are going to be arseholes about it.
You maybe want to delete your Twitter now
Fuck's
before we
sake.
announce it. Just, you know, get ahead of it. But yeah,
anyway, yeah. Ruby Rose, yeah. I
thought the cast on the Sequest DSV were all pretty cool. I really liked the under sea level when they went down there, and I thought that looked dope as shit. Like I was like, that's pretty damn. I would have liked to have seen a bit more of that, a bit more light and stuff. That's fine. You had Hero from Heroes was in there. Yeah,
that's right.
I love him. He's great. But other than that, it was just by the numbers. Piranha 3D schlocky shit.
Oh, fuck off, it was way better than that.
It was better than that, but that's what they were going for. It was like, we are going to make Sharknado, but with like a fucking insane budget and not a Sharknado. But I mean, dude, it wasn't great. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It is one of those movies that if you shut your brain off, you're going to have the best time ever.
I loved it. I'm a huge fan of the book. There were substantial changes.
Is it anything like the book?
Changes from the book. It's like the book in that
it's got a Meg in it.
It's got a Meg in it. And an underground, an underwater.
Yeah.
Scientology? No, Okay, move on.
There probably is one of them. Either.
Probably is. Yeah.
I think we've just cracked the code.
There are changes from the book. Quite a lot of changes from the book. There's more stuff in it. Obviously, that's how it works. But I loved it. I had a great time. I had a muckle cheesy smile on my face for most of the movie.
I know you did.
I had a great time watching it.
I love the fact that when I went for a pee, you genuinely thought I wasn't coming back.
Oh, I didn't think you were coming back.
It wasn't that bad. I've only ever walked out of maybe one, maybe two films in my life. It has to be a terrible film for me to walk out.
Well, I'd never.
No?
Never. But I've come close twice.
Yeah.
Since I've known you.
Both
times I was in the cinema
Star
with
Trek
you.
Beyond.
Star Trek Beyond and Justice League.
Justice League, that was close.
I was damn close on both of those, but I didn't.
I walked out of Gwyneth Paltrow's Sliding Doors.
Oh shit, yeah, that'll do it. I've never seen that all the way through.
Yeah, neither have I, funnily enough, because I walked out and I refused.
So that was the Meg.
Yeah, the Meg.
Was the Meg.
It
but
was
yeah, you mentioned another movie film there.
Which one? Oh my god,
Sharknado. It's about time.
You know what?
You watched it?
You know what? Better than the Meg.
Fuck off! So you watched it?
I watched it. I had to watch it. I knew you were going to want to talk about it. Everybody wants to talk about Sharknado when they come out. Although, this one seemed very quiet.
Yeah, the hype's died down.
Yeah.
But it's been going 6 years.
I think the name played into that as well when it was like, was it the final Sharknado? It's about time.
Yeah.
It's not just about the fact that there's time travel. It's like, it's about time we finish with this shit. But it
was like a series of sketches throughout time.
Yeah.
It was a Bugs Bunny game.
Aye.
I would say they've had less of a budget for their fucking CGI this year.
Way less. I mean, let's be honest. Those dinosaurs right at the start were horrific.
Yeah, I mean, it's never been Jurassic Park.
No.
By any stretch of the imagination, it's always been a bit ropey, but that was part of the fun.
Yeah.
But there were moments in it where it was like, oh, that does look really bad.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe they've slashed some of their budget on that because it's been going 6 years and
not as many cameos.
It's like, okay, just wrap it up. Not as many cameos. No. There were some who I guess they were just bloody American celebrities. I had no idea.
Question. Neil deGrasse Tyson. What is he doing in that movie? He's like the big science guy. He played Merlin. But in America, he's all into his science, and he's like Bill Nye the Science Guy, but in America, and he's like really like sort of educated and whatnot. And, and everybody looks at him like, oh, that's the guy you need to be listening to. He's in a fucking Sharknado movie playing Merlin.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Maybe they just said, fancy doing Sharknado? Yeah, fucking right, I will.
Yeah, go on then.
There were more than a few laugh out loud moments for me on it. It was
the cheeky one-liners.
It is what it is. It's just crazy, stupid, daft stuff that makes no sense. But who gives a fuck?
Well, yeah. Talking about like the science aspect of it, they try to throw in the rules of time travel a couple of times, and then within 2 minutes break their own rules of time travel. And I'm sitting there going, if the movie isn't going to adhere to its own rules, fuck.
Well, yeah, they tried to bring in the thing where your physical appearance changed.
Yeah, for one scene.
Yeah,
that was mental.
I guess they wanted this person to be in the movie. Did you notice the Chuck Norris cameo?
I didn't know. Was Chuck Norris in it?
He played his son in one of the scenes.
Oh, man.
It was like because they were obviously chasing the son through time.
Right. Yeah.
And in one of the scenes, it was Chuck Norris.
Ah.
You're going to have to watch it again now.
I love Chuck Norris. I will have to watch it again.
Right.
Yeah, honestly, man, I won't lie. I'm not going to lie to you. Much like I should have done with the Meg, I turned it on and shut my brain off. And I was just sitting there like, this is fucking terrible. But I was, like you say, I was laughing out loud, Surf's Up, just stupid time travel jokes. We need to reach 88, all that kind of bollocks. They were really playing on it all.
There was one, when they were in the Old West, there was like, was it like Doc Brown's?
That was a store in the background.
Aye,
that was pretty funny. I clocked that. I don't know, man. It is about time they're done.
It is about time.
Yeah.
It is. I'll give you that. But,
I'm just glad that they've had the good sense to know when it's time to finish.
Yeah. And not, stretch it out.
Yeah, not stretch out to 6 movies.
Yeah, I've watched every single one of those movies as they're aired in the UK every single year. I think they're fucking great.
Yeah. I know you do.
I know exactly what they are. Just what the hell? Just fucking relax. Stop being so bloody.
I've seen 1, 2, and 6.
That's incompletionist, kid. Yeah, so that was Sharknado.
I've got to be like I say. I laughed a little bit. I thought it was all right. What did you think of the Borg Queen homage?
Oh, fuck me. Yeah,
because that's what they were doing there, by the way.
Yeah, that was when it got. Okay, yeah, I need to drink quicker.
and I do want to thank the internet virgin on IMDb trivia, because there was a joke made in the movie that I completely just sat there and went, what is that a reference to? It was when they went into the future and they were running into the warehouse, and Ian Ziering says, what Deadpool are we on? And I was sitting there like, did he just say Deadpool? What Deadpool are we on? And I'm like, what is that reference? And I'm like, why did he just throw that out there? And I thought it can't just be a bit of shoddy dialogue or whatever. So I went and had a look on IMDb, and there's a bit of IMDb trivia. And this internet virgin, bless him, he cleared the whole thing up for me. And basically, it's a reference to Deadpool, because in Deadpool 2, when Cable comes from the future and tells Deadpool he's from the future, and he says, I've got 3 questions for you. He's like, what's that fucking shitty music that he likes? Dubstep. He says, is dubstep still a thing? What Sharknado are we on?
Oh.
So it's a reference to that.
All right. Okay.
But I'm sitting there and I'm like, as I was watching Sharknado, I'm like, what is that reference? Who's going to get that? And some internet virgin got it.
Fair play, bless.
But yeah, so it was a nod to Deadpool.
Oh.
But I was just kind of like, why would you throw that out there randomly in a scene that had no bearing to anything whatsoever?
if you've been mentioned in Deadpool 2,
Yeah.
you have to respond to that.
It could have been like a better response. Instead of just randomly ADRing a fucking line in there, because you know that wasn't filmed on the day. That was like, oh shit, somebody's mentioned us in Deadpool 2. Quick, get Ian's earring in the booth. Get him to say something.
I was mentioned on the day, it was in the script.
It was not in the script. There's no script for Sharknado.
There is. So, of course there is. Of course there is. Several drafts. So what else you got?
I mentioned to you in the car on the way up that I watched a movie that kind of made me think that Meg was actually a bit better than it was. Mm-hmm. This is a movie I'd been dying to see. I'd been really looking forward to see it because I love the actor. You know I love the actor. Again, you know what you're getting with him. It's Mr. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and the movie was Skyscraper.
Oh, right.
It's fucking horrific.
Yeah?
It's bad. It's bad.
Right.
Like, some massive billionaire investor decided he wanted to make a movie with The Rock and set it in a skyscraper and call it Skyscraper, and that's about as much as we get.
Okay.
The film is not good at all. It's basically he's working security. I mean, it starts really good because it's like a hostage situation, and he's in the FBI, and him and his team go in to stop this guy who is gonna basically kill his family.
So it's like Die Hard, but with The Rock.
Yes. And then The Rock's kind of like... It very much is like Die Hard, but with The Rock, because, my God, the Pearl could very easily be Nakatomi Plaza. But, yeah, he kind of... he manages to talk the guy down, because the guy's got, like, his kid in his arms. So they talk him down, and he puts the kid down. And then it turns out he's got a bomb vest, and he fucking blows up the house anyway, while the kid stood beside him. So, straight away, I'm sitting there like... Whoa, what the hell am I in for? You know, what the hell? This is like at the very start of the movie. I was like, shit, like really ballsy opening. It goes nowhere from there.
Oh.
Yeah, it cuts to like a couple of years later. The Rock's now got one leg.
Okay.
Yeah, because obviously.
On the last leg they mentioned that. How, again, there were people on the internet kicking off because
you played a one-legged man. That is mental.
Played a one-legged man, and they said, well, why didn't you cast a one-legged man? So apparently you can't act anymore.
Right.
You can't be an actor anymore. You can't portray a one-legged man or a gay guy or
I feel I could play a gay guy. Like,
totally could play.
I'm touch and go anyway.
Yeah,
so
well, the way you just did touch and go. But so you can't play, you can't play a wizard anymore, or you can't play a fucking whatever.
I would love to see that argument. I would love to see somebody turn around and say, "You cannot play a wizard, sir, because you don't know magic, and you're not a wizard who makes potions." I am looking forward to the day that's an actual argument. Mr. Ian McKellen, you are not a wizard. You are not good, sir. I want that argument. I want to be there the day somebody does that.
You know what? There probably will be people watching Lord of the Rings going, he's not a real wizard. I've seen him in X-Men. Anyway, back to Skyscraper.
Well, if he's a wizard, he can't be a mutant. But yeah, so... movie gets not much better from there. It's just pure action cheese. The sort of thing I normally really like, but there's no meat around it. I really just couldn't be bothered with it.
Right.
Neve Campbell plays his wife. It was nice.
Neve Campbell?
Nice to see Neve Campbell in a movie again.
Yeah, wow, okay.
Obviously, totally not, didn't cost much.
Not being funny, but Neve Campbell's not been in anything in ages.
40 odd years. Scream
4.
Scream 4, yeah, probably. I hadn't seen her for a while, but I was
happy. Fair play. I've always liked Neve Campbell.
So have I, and I was happy to see her because
what was it called?
Scream 4.
No, the one she did with fucking Matt Dillon.
Yeah, everybody liked that since that film. Wild Things.
That's the one. Wild Things. Yeah, I watched that a lot.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah, I think.
Wank bank.
Yeah. Get in the pool.
Yeah. The film gets not much better. There's a whole plot where The guy who built the hotel has got information on a dozen shoddy, dodgy people.
Of course he does.
And they're going to take down the building to get the information about themselves, and blah, 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 blah. The Rock has to save him. He has to get himself into mental situations that nobody could ever survive, even though it's The Rock. And yeah.
But does he run on glass?
No. But he does stick duct tape to his hands and do a Spider-Man on the outside of the building.
You fucking what when?
With duct tape.
Tom Cruise did it.
What, with duct tape?
Maybe not with duct tape.
Yeah, I was going to say, not with duct tape.
Yeah, that's...
There's actually a scene in the movie when he's talking to himself and he's like, he's dislocated his shoulder or something like that, and he's strapping it up with duct tape. And he said, if it can't be fixed with duct tape, you've not used enough duct tape. To himself.
Sponsored by duct tape.
Nobody else there. To himself. Yep.
Do you look at the camera and go,
He looked at the camera and he did the people's eyebrow.
Yes, we just did the people's eyebrow at each other. It wasn't gay.
If you get a chance to watch Skyscraper and there's really nothing else to watch, go for it. If there's something that you...
I will end up watching it.
Yeah.
You know, when it comes to Sky Cinema or whatever, I will watch it. It's The Rock.
If there's something that you've been putting off for a while watching, just watch that instead.
I will watch it.
Yeah.
I will end up watching it eventually.
It's just not great. There is a really cool scene at the end, but I'm not going to talk about that. Like, that was pretty damn cool. But pretty much right at the start of the movie, you know when they do that thing where they tell you something and it's like, that's coming back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they do that. And they show you what they're going to do at the end of the movie, pretty much at the start of the movie.
Right.
And I was like, oh, that's that ruined. Because I know...
Put that in your pocket, it might be handy for later on. What was it? T.J. Miller and Deadpool 1, where he goes, go over there, it might advance the plot.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Skyscraper.
Yeah. I will end up watching it.
I was really looking forward to it as well.
Yeah.
I love me some Rock.
Well, you know, we both loved Rampage.
Yeah.
So I was expecting that one to be good.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe he's just like Jumanji, Rampage, Skyscraper.
He's kind of like an Arnie kick where it's like, you know, he's just doing, fuck yeah, I'll make that.
And why wouldn't you?
It's a giant one now. Fuck yeah, man.
Why wouldn't you, though?
I'm The Rock.
He is The Rock. Like, if I was in his shoes, I'd be making every movie thrown at me. Maybe not every movie, but definitely be cool.
I rewatched Baywatch.
Oh, the movie?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Because on Sky Movies, they have the extended, like unrated or whatever version. You know what? You hated it, didn't you?
I wasn't a big fan.
Yeah, I liked it. I actually liked it.
It's another one I had high hopes for, and it missed the mark for me.
I think it was very much like all of the funniest moments were in the trailer.
Oh, yeah.
But I liked it.
Yeah.
But what are you going to do?
I can keep it.
Mm-hmm. Right. Now, I'm pretty much on a horror kick from now on.
Ooh!
More or less, yeah. First one. There's a movie called It Follows.
Okay.
Have you seen this advertised or anything?
I seem to remember it being advertised, yeah.
Where did I watch it? Was it Netflix or was it Sky Movies? Cinema. It was Sky Cinema. Yeah, so this is a weird one. The premise of the movie is, well, basically you are sort of like leeched onto by like a fucking demon or whatever.
No.
Who is going to chase you? Well, not chase you because it like walks at you. It follows you. It follows you. It follows.
It follows you.
It makes sense of anything.
I
That's
like
what it
that.
says on the tin. But and if it catches you, then you're dead.
Oh.
Yeah. But the only way to get rid of it is to fuck someone.
To what?
Fuck someone.
To what?
Fuck someone.
Again?
Have all the sex.
Have all the sex with someone.
Yeah. It wasn't on Pornhub, I swear.
How does that get a demon off you?
Because of movies.
So do you spaff the demon out of you into the other person?
No, most of the film is following a woman.
Is she an uggle?
Maybe she she an uggle. Fucking hell!
Is that why it's stuck to her most of the movie? Because nobody wants to bang her.
Well, no, because she gets her whole all over the place because she's trying to get rid of the demony thing.
I thought that's how you got rid of it, by having all the sex.
Well, yeah, you do. That's why.
But it keeps following her.
So it gets thingy onto her.
Right.
So she like goes and fucks.
And then do you pass it on to someone else?
Then it passes on to someone else. Then if he or she fucks someone else, it gets passed on to them. And then, so the demon like follows you basically. It follows you until it kills you.
Sounds like that John Goodman movie from years ago, Fallen. Remember that movie? Sounds like that, but with sex.
Where John Goodman is really, really going over the top when he's singing. Oh, go try.
Still a good movie though. That is a damn good movie. That is good. I actually enjoy that movie. Was Denzel in that? Denzel was in that, wasn't he?
Was in that.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Denzel.
I am seeing Equalizer 2 on Friday night.
Ooh, very nice.
I didn't ask you because you don't like Equalizer, did you?
It was alright.
Yeah.
I like the look of the second one. The second one looks way better.
Well, you should have said to me and I would have gotten you a ticket.
Well, you'd already decided based off the fact that I didn't like the first one, hadn't you?
Yeah. Plus, I'm kind of sick of your pish, to be honest.
Dude.
Yeah, I know. Well, fuck you. You bloody well putting fucking gifs of me all over the fucking place. Yeah, so it follows. So that's the premise of the movie. So this thing, which is creepy, it's plenty creepy. So it follows you until it kills you, basically. Mm-hmm. And the only way to get rid of it is if you have sex with someone else, and then it like goes on to them. And if it kills them, it comes back to you.
Okay.
Right?
So you're not winning.
No, you're not winning. No. Yeah, it was actually quite good. I actually really enjoyed it. It's a new premise. It's not just someone running up the stairs, running down the stairs or whatever. They kind of, as you would think, they just kind of jump in a car and go, oh, fuck this, we're off. So they do that, pardon me, and then, things happen and stuff and things, as movies often tend to do.
Yeah.
But, yeah, as a premise for a movie, it's quite interesting.
Cool.
It's worth a watch. It is worth a watch.
I remember seeing it. I do remember seeing trailers for it. It never really struck me. But then again, they didn't tell me that it was all about all the sex. If that was all over the trailer...
You don't really see anything.
Well, I've already seen everything.
Well, you have already. There's a few scenes, but nothing.
Nah. You see them spaffing the demon out?
No, you don't see them spaffing the demon.
That's pish. I think I'll just watch Fall. I'll just watch spaffing the demon. Maybe. That's not a bad one.
Maybe.
Maybe. So
that's the only impression I can do now. Is fucking Brigger.
Pretty much.
Maybe.
That is the best impression ever. Maybe.
That's Yoda
now.
Go.
I watched a movie that was getting a lot of stick before it came around, and we said countless times that it didn't deserve it. I really wanted to go to the cinema to see it, but I didn't get a chance. But I managed to get myself a viewing of Ocean's 8.
Oh, right.
With all the girls.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything, what's the verdict?
It's no Ocean's 11. It's no Ocean's 13, but it's definitely better than Ocean's 12.
Right.
I've
only seen Ocean's 11 and Ocean's 12. I've never seen Ocean's 13.
Right. So you didn't see the one with Al Pacino?
I did not.
Right. Well...
No. The last one I saw is at the very end of the movie, Andy Garcia was going to, try and kill
George
Clooney.
That's 12.
That's 12.
Yeah.
Right. So I've seen 11 and 12.
Well, what I'm going to say is, right, it's an all-woman cast, which, it seemed to be a thing when Ghostbusters came around, but we really liked Ghostbusters. So I thought, I'm going to give this one a go. I'm not a massive fan of Sandra Bullock as is. She's got her movies. She's got her moments, but Demolition Man, that's about as far as it goes.
Oh, bugger off. That's the top 5 we need to do.
So Sandra for me isn't as she's no George Clooney, let's put it that way.
Right.
She's basically playing George Clooney's role, but she comes across more of Matt Damon's role. So first of all, I think she's miscast.
Right, okay.
Kate Blanchett, she's never really been a sex figure for me. As in, like...
Even in Thor?
Like, especially not in Thor. The goth thing doesn't do anything for me. But, yeah. So she's playing, like, sort of the sexier role in this movie.
What about in, Galadriel? She was pretty tidy as Galadriel.
She was playing an elf, and she should never be allowed to do that because she's not an elf. But, but yeah. So
Hashtag them too. Yeah.
But yeah. You know what? I'm going to say...
Go on then. Just say
the movie is actually really good. I did really enjoy the movie. Once they get to what the heist is going to be and how they're going to do the heist, the movie is brilliant. Like, it really comes into its own. The problem I have with the movie is the first 40 to 50 minutes when they're getting the team together. Because she comes out of jail and she's...
Is she Danny Ocean's, like, sister or
yes,
something?
she's Debbie Ocean. Danny Ocean's sister. And she comes out of jail and she's all like, so I want to do this job. We're going to do this job. But for me personally, I'm sitting there going, I don't really know why you want to do the job. I'm sort of like, and there seems to be like countless throwaway scenes that don't really add anything to anything. And whereas in Ocean's 11, Ocean 12 and Ocean 13, those scenes would have meant something somewhere along the line. The thing about those movies that I love is that they're very intelligent heist movies where not a scene is wasted. Like, there's always something going on in the scene, whether it's between the main characters talking or there's something happening in the background. Like, you know the scene when in Ocean's 11 when Brad Pitt confronts George Clooney about the fact that the job is about Tess. And he's kind of like, tell me the job's not about her because she doesn't split 13 ways kind of thing. But in the background, the guys are making the replica of the safe, which comes into play at the end of the movie.
Right, okay.
And you don't really notice it until like the second or third time you watch the film and you see that that's what they're building in the background as the scene's going on in the foreground. There's none of that in this film. It's just like the scene is what it is. Helena Bonham Carter, just take her out of the film, please. She's doing a really dodgy Irish accent. It's amazing how a British woman can't do British accents.
Why would you have Helena Bonham Carter doing an Irish accent? Just have her be English.
I'll be completely honest with you, she's struggling. She's struggling to do this Irish accent the whole way through the movie, and it's coming across as American, which is really like annoying because she's British.
Just have her be English. Have her do her own fucking accent.
Let her do the Sweeney Todd accent. I really don't care if that's what if that's what America thinks of us. Just let her do it. Rihanna is for the first 30 minutes of this movie is terrible, and then she really comes into her own. She's great. Akinfiwa, I think that's how you pronounce her name. She's sort of like the Matt Damon character, the sleight of hand character.
Okay,
brilliant. Like, from the second she comes into the film, I'm like, oh yeah, I want to see more of this chick. Like, she's so fucking good. Like I say,
Sarah Paulson,
great. Is there anything you can...
Honestly, Kev, that's the only reason I've got interest in watching the movie, because I think Sarah Paulson is amazing.
I don't think there's anything really bad you can say about Sarah Paulson anyway. She's a phenomenal actress. Doesn't get the credit she deserves.
No, definitely not.
In this film, she's sort of just like a bit part, but like really important, if you know what I mean. Like, kind of the whole movie kind of like, without spoiling anything, the movie kind of revolves around her towards the end. I just genuinely, I thought the movie, once you get past everybody getting together and becoming a team, the movie's great. Before that, just give it a minute. Please just give it a minute. I think there's a reason it's getting pretty piss poor reviews, but there's also a reason that the good reviews are good, because there is a lot to it. Everybody's pretty good. Sandra's the only problem for me. Just no George Clooney.
But then, you know, that's the same thing as Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
it's like Melissa McCarthy's no, you know, Bill Murray.
That's another thing.
That's not really fair.
Like, when I watched Ghostbusters, I didn't for 1 second feel like they were hinging this new movie on the old movies. Apart from the fact that you've got a cameo with Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, you know, and I get that they're all going to play cameos because it's a little bit of homage and all that. But to me, I never thought that the new Ghostbusters movies hinged on the old ones.
No.
Whereas Ocean's 8 might as well hang its hat on the other films.
Right, okay.
Because they can't help but mention it every 2 minutes.
So the other movies have happened.
Yes, the other movies have happened. I don't really want to spoil anything, but there's a couple of cheeky cameos in there. Kind of the people you're kind of expecting are going to play cheeky cameos in this movie. But I was just kind of like, every 2 minutes, oh, just remember that Ocean's 12. Remember that Ocean's 11. Remember the time Danny pulled that job with that crew. And it's like, yeah, I do remember it because I saw those movies. Stop mentioning them. This is your movie. There's a lot of, you know, we keep saying about the hashtag #MeToo. There's a lot of female representation jokes going on. There's one particular bit when they're talking about getting the team together and they want to hire this guy, God forbid, and Kate Blanchett's like, what about this guy? And Sandra Bullock's, oh no, I don't want him because he's a him. We need a her. And she's kind of like, what do you mean we need a her? Why do we need a her? And he's like, because we need a her, we don't need a him. And I'm sitting there like, I get it, it's an all-woman cast, but you don't need to hammer that home. Like, I've already got the point of this film.
I'm not being funny, but reverse that.
Yeah, I know. Reverse that.
And there's fuck on.
There's absolute fuck on. I know. Ocean's 8, I think you should definitely give it a go. I think everybody should give it a go.
Will watch it because of Sarah Paulson.
Yeah, she's great. She's always great.
Yeah. And
she's playing this really cool role of like, she's now in the family way kind of thing. She doesn't want to be in the sort of, although she really does. But she's got a kid, she's got a husband and all that. She wants to play Little Miss Homemaker. And then she goes into the garage kind of thing. And her garage is like full of swag that she's ripped off from all these different places. So it's kind of like she wants out of that life, but she's still very much in that life. And she plays it really well. She's really good in it. I did like her.
Yeah.
And you know who's really good that I was massively surprised by? Mindy Kaling. From The Mindy Show. And she was in the American Office.
Aye, yeah.
She's brilliant. She's really fucking good. Like,
well, she was one of the best characters in The Office.
Yeah. She's genuinely hilarious as well. Which I was kind of like, yeah.
I've never watched The Mindy Show, but she was good in The Office.
I watched one episode of The Mindy Show and I was like, oh, fuck that shit.
Yeah, I don't think that American sketch shows are for us.
No, not for us. So, Ocean's 8, yeah, you should all give it a go. What else you got?
Right. So, there is a movie that I have watched.
I would hope so.
I know.
It's called what we've been watching.
It's called Wish Upon.
Oh, a star.
No.
Oh.
It's kind of like... Did you ever watch Wishmaster?
A long time ago.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's like... It's sort of like The Wishmaster meets like Final Destination. Because basically the main character, she's kind of like a bit white trash in that she's not, she's not got any money, not like popular and all that crap.
Standard horror movie.
Her dad is played by Ryan Philippe.
Ooh, there's another one I've not seen in a film for a while.
Aye, who's like he's obsessed with like going through garbage for like artifacts and stuff.
Okay.
For some reason, and so he finds her what is essentially a genie.
Of course he does.
Thing because of movies. Yeah. So she makes a wish and then it comes true, and then she makes another wish and it comes true, and it becomes quickly apparent in the movie that as she's making a wish, people are dying.
Of course.
Yeah. So she makes a wish and it comes true because a life is taken.
Yeah.
So it becomes like Final Destination-y, where you have she like makes a wish, the box like opens up, and then it like cuts to the person who's about to die, and then like there's one where she's the food disposal unit thing that the Americans have that we don't.
Why do they have that? That's
cunts,
dangerous.
Anyway, and so she's, you know what, she's got long hair because of course she does.
Of course she has.
And it's not tied back because of course it's not.
Why would it be?
And she's like reaching into the food disposal unit because it's blocked, as you do. You don't call a
those things always block as well, don't they?
They are dangerous, Kevin. They are dangerous.
It's like a proper design flaw, that, like.
They cost lives.
You'd think they'd do away with them.
So I get, like I say, it's like some Final Destination shit where you know it's coming, and then she gets her hair tangled in the food disposal thing, and it gets all caught up, and then, well, it's actually a pretty cool death, and there are some cool deaths in it, to be fair. And so she gets caught in it, and it, like her neck like goes like that. Sweet. And it's pretty fucking cool. It is pretty fucking cool, to be fair. And so, as all of these kind of movies go, you know, happen, like, she realises something's going on, and then she starts looking into like the history of it and all that kind of bollocks and all that.
Because it's happened before.
It has happened before.
I could have written this.
I think anybody could have written it. You know what though? I actually quite enjoyed it. It was all right. Like, it was all right. Like, you know, her life changes, and then like the first wish that she makes is like the school bully. She goes, I wish she would just rot. Like, and I don't know. She doesn't know she's making a wish though.
Right.
You know, she just happens to be like touching the box.
So it's one of those ones.
Right. So she realises later on in the movie that the wishes are actually coming true, but this one it's like, oh, I wish she would just fucking rot, you know. And then like it cuts to the lass, and like it's kind of a bit, it's a little bit like The Craft, where, you know, like let her hair fall out or whatever. And like
I love that movie.
It's a good movie.
It's a great movie. Nev Campbell.
Yeah, you know what? It's actually. It's an alright movie. It is what it is. You don't have to think about it. It fucking
much of a budget?
No, not at all.
It didn't sound like it.
The acting is okay in its way. Yeah, that's about it. Like I say, I've been on a stupid horror movie kick, and
I get those moments. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, so that's Wish Upon.
Yeah, awesome. I will not be watching it.
Yeah.
This is my last one, and I have saved the absolute best for last. I saw Teen Titans. The Teen Titans Go to the Movies. It's the animation I told you that I wanted to go and see instead of the Meg, but you wouldn't let me go and see it instead of the Meg.
Did you say that?
I did, a couple of times. It's like the sidekicks. You must know what Teen Titans is.
Is that the thing of Fuck Batman?
No, well, yeah, that's like the TV show that they've made called Titans. This is Teen Titans. It's with all the sidekicks. Like, you've got Robin, sort of the leader of the group. You've got Raven, you've got Beast Boy, you've got Starfire, Cyborg's in there. And they're sort of like, they're kind of the sidekick team, and they totally get overlooked all the time because obviously you've got the Justice League, who everybody knows. It's a TV show that went on for like, I think it got 3 seasons, and I think it's coming back for a 4th season. They made a big ass movie out of it, and I couldn't wait to see it because it's Teen Titans and I love Teen Titans. And I finally got to see it with the girls, and I love it. I absolutely love it. It's so fucking good, and it's like hugely meta. Like, there's a lot of meta stuff in there. I was sold from the very beginning because you know the new intro that you get on the DC movies, with it shows you like Aquaman and all that, and then you get them all standing in a line like that. They did that, but animated. Right. So it's like, it's just so cool. It's like proper Teen Titanish, and it does that, and then it cuts to, you know, the Marvel intro with the comic book pages flipping and all that. you get the Justice League Teen Titans thing where they're all animated, and then it goes to like the pages flipping, but it's like DC characters. And I'm sitting there going, are they like totally ripping off Marvel here? Like, fuck me. And then the camera kind of pans out, and it's a kid sitting reading a comic book, because that's hilarious. Honestly, man, I had such a blast watching this. It's an animated movie. It's just brilliant. Like, they take the piss out of Justice League. They take the piss out of Batman Dawn of Justice, but it's called the Yawn of Justice. There's like this
Harsh.
Honestly, man, it's kind of DC having a pop at itself in a lot of ways. But like the story is like the Teen Titans are always getting overlooked because obviously the Justice League always save the day. Even when they're in the prime position to save the day, something usually goes wrong, and Justice League have to come in and fix it. Robin takes them all to the cinema to see the new big release, and they go into the cinema, and it's like another superhero movie, and they're kind of like, when are we going to get our superhero movie? Like, what is going on? Why don't we have... And they do this really cool thing where they're showing a trailer for, like, I think it's like Aquaman or something like that. They show a trailer for Aquaman, and they're sitting like, oh, when are we getting our movie? And then the next trailer comes up, and it's like a big R on screen. And, like, Robin's like, oh my God, this is my movie, this is my standalone movie. And it's gone, you've seen the story of Batman. Now, here's the story of his greatest sidekick. And he's like, it's my movie, it's my movie. And then it pans out and it goes, Alfred! Across the screen. And I was like, that's just funny as fuck. And the movie just gets better and better and better. It's tall for the kids. But if you're a DC fan, it's just gold. There's loads of gold in there. Nick Cage does the voice of Superman. So,
okay.
So you get some. Finally, he gets to play Superman. Fair enough, it's animated, but he gets to do it. Khary Payton from The Walking Dead, who we saw at MCM Comic Con, he's the voice of Cyborg. Everybody's played by somebody. There's like a really good cast of voices in there. But basically,
didn't they say they were doing that on the? When he was in the top.
He's doing Young Justice. He's bringing that back.
All right,
because
okay.
he played, I think it's Cyborg that he played in Young Justice.
Right.
So he's doing that now. So yeah, they decide to go to Hollywood to convince them that the Teen Titans need a movie made about them. But everybody's kind of like, you just haven't done anything. Like, you've not done anything of any relevance. Like, why would we make a movie about you guys? You've never done anything. So they're like, right, we're going to have an arch nemesis because you need an arch nemesis. And they bump into Deathstroke. And they're kind of like, right, he's our arch nemesis now. We're going to take him down. And Deathstroke's just having none of it. He's like, who the hell are you? Like, what the hell? But there's loads of, like, they keep calling him Wade Wilson instead of Slade Wilson. And obviously Wade Wilson is Deadpool. So they keep making Deadpool jokes. And he's kind of like, I'm not Deadpool, I'm Deathstroke. And they're kind of like, yeah, same thing, you're Deadpool. And he's like, no, I'm Deathstroke. Honestly, man, people go on about how good the Lego Batman movie is and how good the Lego movie is. Teen Titans go to the movies, shits all over those films. And
I might check it out just from what you've been saying there.
I'm so glad it's
I've never
finally
heard
out.
of Teen Titans.
I'm devastated. Even the cartoon series, you should watch the cartoon series. You probably won't.
I'm 38 years old, Kev.
So I'm 34 and I went to the cinema to see Teen Titans.
Yeah, you got kids though.
I didn't go for them though. I went because I wanted to see it.
Alright, okay.
I just kind of said, oh look, it's an animated movie, you'll love it, it's got colours, yay! And then I sat down and was like, yes, Teen Titans.
I believe you completely.
So what else you got? That's me done. What else you got?
Okay, two more things. Right, so first one. Right, now this is a movie that is on Sky Cinema.
Ooh,
I messaged you when I was watching it. It's a Brit flick. Not really any
we like Brit flicks.
Sort of recognisable people in it. Danny something from Emmerdale, isn't it? Miller?
Okay.
I want to say Miller.
I don't know who that is.
That's the only sort of real recognisable face that you'll see in it, but that doesn't matter. Okay, so the movie is about an autistic lad.
Okay.
Who's like doing his Duke of Edinburgh, and part of it is he's got to go he's got to go off on his own into the forest or whatever, and camp overnight.
Okay.
And show that he's done it. Basically, I never did Duke of Edinburgh because it's a fuss and nonsense.
Yeah.
But I guess that's what they have to do.
Okay.
Yeah. Whatever.
You tell me. I don't know.
I just told you I didn't do it, so how am I supposed to know?
I don't know. You tell me.
All right, you tell me. Right. So that's what he's doing. The little autistic lad is packing up and going away to spend the night in the woods.
Okay.
Right. So on the other side of the town, or meanwhile in Shittown, so we meet Danny Miller's character, who is a right fucking scumbag.
Nice.
And we meet him as he's being kicked out by his girlfriend for being a scumbag. And so he goes to like his mate's house, who I think she's also like kind of into him and that, but who cares? So she tells him, because he thinks that the girlfriend who's just kicked him out was a virgin when she met him.
Mm-hmm.
And his mate, she goes, oh no, he wasn't. She shagged the autistic lad.
Mm-hmm.
He took her virginity. And so, like, he sort of goes, oh, hell no, kind of thing. And,
is that what he said?
No, I can't really remember what he said. But, so he kind of decides, because of the reason, that he's got to sort of beat the fucking shit out of the little autistic lad for having sex with his girlfriend, who had sex with her before she was his girlfriend.
Right.
So it doesn't really... he's a right little scumbag.
The fuck is this called?
Cruel Summer, it's called.
Sounds mental.
It's yeah, the reason behind what happens, it is a true story, by the way. It's actually a true story. Mm-hmm. This happened to this poor little fucker. Right. So yeah, so they decide, yeah, this guy's got to have it. Mm-hmm. So we're going to go and beat the fuck out of him.
He's got to get got.
They go and meet one of their other buddies and tell him that the reason they're gonna go and beat fuck out of him is he's a pedo. So he goes, oh well, hell yeah, we gotta go kill that son bitch.
Did he say it like that?
He didn't say it like
no,
that.
okay.
No.
You're just trying to make the movie sound better.
But honestly, it's bleak as fuck.
Yeah, it sounds
it's so bleak. I mean, I when I was telling you about it, I said it's like some proper bloody Shane Meadows shit. It's
I do
so
like
fucking
Shane
bleak.
Meadows.
Especially when they catch up with him. Because they fucking torture him and they fucking beat the fuck out of him. And it's horrible, but I still watched it.
Yeah, of course you did.
Had about 3 wanks.
Just in that scene alone.
Just in that scene alone. No, man, it's. I'm not even sure if I would recommend you watch it. To be honest, I watched it all I had to see what happened. I guess that makes it good.
Yeah. Yeah.
The performances were good. The acting, the everybody in it was good. The acting was good. I mean, it was obviously filmed on a low budget because it's an indie brick flick, which we like. Mm-hmm. They've done a good job with the filming of it. Mm-hmm. No one was poor. The lads the guy who played the autistic lad, I'm not sure if he's autistic in real life. I've not looked into it, but if he's not, he played it fucking well. But Danny Miller, who I've not seen in anything else. I've not watched Emmerdale in years since I bloody left home.
Is his name Danny Miller, or is that just like a generic name?
I think it is Danny Miller. I'm sure it's Danny Miller. Let me just Google it quickly.
That's alright, I'm on it. You just carry on.
I'm sure it said Danny Miller on the...
yeah, Danny Miller.
Yeah, opening credits. But, so they beat the ever-loving shit out of this little fucker. And it's bleak as hell. So, it is worth a watch if you're wanting something that's bleak as fuck. Don't watch it if you're on a down day.
I might give it a go.
If you're in the mood for a Brit flick, then...
I'll wait till I'm in the mood for a Shane Meadows flick and then I'll watch that.
Yeah.
Because I love me some Shane Meadows anyway. He is like the total nuts.
It could easily have been made by Shane Meadows, honestly. Like a few times during it I went, fuck me, this is depressing.
Fuck me, I'm off for a wank.
That too. Yeah. Last one. Okay, so we were sent a screener of this film.
Ooh, where are we now?
This is a film called The Last Witness.
Ah, yes, we were.
Yes, we were.
Oh, did I send that one to you?
Yeah, you actually sent one.
Wowzers!
I know, right?
Was it a good experience?
So, right, okay,
that'll be a no.
Okay, well, no, I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say a no. Right, it's got Michael Gambon's in it.
Yes.
And other people are in it too. So what the movie's about? It's set in 1947.
Okay.
Which is why I think you sent it to me, because I'm into that shit.
Yeah, I don't even know what happened back then.
Something fighty. I don't know.
Kicky, punchy, fighty, or fighty.
I think a little bit of both.
Right. Okay.
I think there were strings involved.
Right.
So it's after the Second World War's finished.
Yes.
And it's about Polish refugees in the
I prefer refugee.
in the UK.
Yeah.
Because Poland is occupied by Russia after the Second World War ends.
Okay.
Right. And so the premise of the movie is about a genocide, basically, that took place in 1940.
Yep.
Which, again, is a true story, actually happened. And, I did study this shit in school, and I am interested as hell in this stuff. So
that's why I sent it to you.
That part of it was really, really interesting. And that's the main part of the movie. Yeah, so in 1940, the Germans, I think we discussed it on the last episode, maybe?
Possibly.
Maybe. The Germans invaded Poland, which started the Second World War. Right. The Germans did a pact with the Russians so that the Russians wouldn't become involved with the war.
Yeah, I think I remember you speaking at me about that.
Yeah, I think, was it in the bar?
It wasn't really to me, it was at me, and I wasn't really listening.
I think it was in the bar.
Yeah. Oh, because I called you Chamberlain, didn't I? I called you something else, and you said that's not who that was.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
So they made a pact with the Russians so that the Russians wouldn't become involved with the war. And part of that is Poland was split in half. So Germany got part of Poland, and the Russians got the other part of Poland.
Poor Poland.
Yeah, well, the Russians didn't like the Polish and decided, well, you all dead. Didn't say it like that.
Yeah.
And that's where the story of the genocide comes into it. So that's what the movie's about, which is a fucking good premise for a movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's not for everyone. It's not,
Yeah, I know.
Not for the likes of you. Wow.
I don't even know what happened during the war, so.
And so this is 1947, and so they come across papers that are, because they've blamed the Nazis for this,
right,
for this genocide, but it was
it
was the Russians. But the British government, and the American government don't want to piss off Stalin.
Why would you?
Because Stalin's all powerful.
It's like pissing off Putin.
They're occupying most of Europe at this point after the Second World War. They don't want to piss him off because it's going to start another war. So there's these papers that are proving that the Russians did this genocide, but they don't want it to come out.
Yeah.
So yeah, all good. Mm-hmm. It's a solid premise for a movie. The movie looks stunning.
Okay.
Where it fell down for me, and I've got 2 words for you. And I'm sorry, but those 2 words are Alex Pettyfer.
Who's the main lad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. He did that. He did I Am Number 4.
Yeah.
He's not great.
I'm sorry. I am so sorry, but he's terrible.
Oh.
He's terrible. And
terrible bad or terrible good?
What?
Terrible bad or terrible good? Like, terrible, yeah.
Okay, he's awful.
He's awful, okay. Awful bad or awfully good?
Wooden awful.
Wooden awful. Keanu Reeves wooden or Plank of Wood wooden?
Joel Kinnaman awful.
Joel Kinnaman awful.
Oh,
whoosh.
He should have been in our top 5.
Woo-wee.
I don't think he's done 5 movies, but I am sorry. I'm so sorry, but Alex Pettyfer is not a good actor, and he shouldn't have been anywhere near this movie.
No.
This movie could have been phenomenal. And this is, being brutally honest here, the premise for the movie is interesting as a son of a bitch for me. The other actors, fuck me, you got Michael
Gambon.
Michael the fuck Gambon in there.
Yeah. He's pretty solid.
The other actors in the movie, they do their best to keep the thing going. But I'm sorry, every single scene that Alex Pettyfer was in, I just wanted to fucking just go to sleep.
Yeah.
He's just terrible.
And he's the main character, so I'm guessing he's in it a whole bunch.
He's like a journalist who is who is trying to, he's investigating the genocide. But that's where that is where the movie fell down for me, and I just think Alex Pettyfer is not a leading man.
No. In
any way, shape or form, especially not in a movie like this with a powerful subject matter such as that, where you're talking about I think it was like 25,000 people were murdered, and it's a powerful fucking story, and it's a true story, and this is a story that like people like me who are interested in history will know about it most likely, but like normal people won't know about this story. So it's a good movie to make. It's a fucking important movie to make with an important subject matter, and if you've got that guy as your leading man, it's going to fall on its fucking face. I'm sorry.
Oh man, that's a shame.
It is a shame. Other than that, I enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed, they were doing like witness statements and all that kind of thing, and all that, and everybody else put in a good turn. But Alex Pettyfer is not a good actor.
So, would you recommend the movie?
I would recommend the movie if you're interested in that era, that story, that if you want to know what happened, because I think it does a good job in telling you what happened. It doesn't, like we spoke about The Outlaw King, where it's going to be about as accurate as Braveheart. I think this was pretty much accurate to the what actually happened. So if you are interested in that era and want to know, for the most part, what happened, then I would recommend it.
Well,
go.
What you can do is you can go to our Facebook page. There is a post on our Facebook page.
Nice.
Exactly. See, did you see where I was going there? There is a post on our Facebook page, and if you like and share that post, it's about the movie. It's about the Last Witness.
Last Witness.
We are giving away a copy of it on DVD. The guys that sent it over to us also said that we could do a giveaway on the social medias, and we're giving away a copy of the DVD of the film. So just like and share the post, and you could be in the chance of getting it.
Yeah.
So there you go.
If you want to after that. It is worth a watch. It really is worth a watch.
I kind of think people are going to be going, unlike, unshare. But no. You do that, you get a free DVD, that's awesome. It's something that we want to give to you.
Yeah.
But yeah. But apparently, Chris, if you watch it and just block out Alex Pettyfer, you'll enjoy
like
it.
in Black Mirror, where you you can just get an implant and go, right, so that guy's all blurry.
Yeah.
If you just do that with Alex Pettyfer and enjoy the rest of the movie, you're fine. You're golden.
You know what? If I had one of them, I'd have a very lonely existence.
Oh, no, you would.
I would say 98% of the people I know would be blurry.
Not me, though.
And in fact, just 98% of people, like, in the world would be blurry. To be fair, because
like Cora at bedtime earlier on.
yeah, oh yeah, 1,000,000%.
So that's the last movie I've got to talk about there. So yeah.
Anything else you want to talk about before we move on, or?
No, we're all good. I had a TV show to talk about, but I've rambled on about the last one.
What TV show?
It's a TV show called, it's on Sky, it's called Buried, and it's Buried, Knights Templar and the Holy Grail.
Yeah, we're not talking about that. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
We will move on. I will play a quick, cheeky promo, and we'll be going on to our revisited of the movie Hard Target, the movie that is, and then we have our top 5 coming up.
Yes, we bloody do.
Yeah.
It's like a drug, isn't it? To bring a man down.
I need to fill out a missing person.
What is the name of the missing individual?
Douglas Charles Finn.
Relationship of reporting party?
Daughter.
You want to find your father? Get somebody who knows the city to show you around.
known as Matey's Selection. He used to be in Special Forces.
He's obviously not someone we should underestimate.
He was raised in the bayous by his uncle. I think Mr. Woodrow would make a very interesting quarry.
It has always been the privilege of the few to hunt the many. You see, there's always...
Hard target.
Yeah.
Legendary.
Legendaries? Yeah, you know what, fuck it, yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah, the mullet is amazing.
The mullet's fantastic. It's proper Jean-Claude Van Damme in full mulletage mode.
I swear a good 80%, 90% of the movie, it doesn't move.
No, it doesn't. No,
it's a great mullet.
It doesn't need to move.
Yeah.
Like, he's all-powerful.
He is all powerful, yeah. He is.
How did you get on with it?
I hadn't watched this movie in years and years
I'm
and
the
years.
same.
Yeah, you know what? It's a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie.
Does what it says on the tin.
Yeah, it's cheesy as a bastard. It's 90s as a bastard.
Oh, yeah.
There's saxophone all over the place.
It could not get any more.
Yeah. You know what? I was kind of, I had it on the TV and I was like doing my top 5 and all that kind of thing and making my tea and feeding the dog and all that crap. At the same time it was on, so I didn't entirely watch it. It had like 12% of my concentration. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. You know, it's punchy kicky as fuck and it's explodey and it's, you know, there's some dodgy acting in there, but that's
where.
What are you gonna do?
Who? Give me their names.
The lassie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yancy Butler.
Yeah.
She ain't great.
She was in there because she looked tidy.
Yeah, pretty much. But Lance Henriksen.
Yeah.
Dope as fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
I know, it's actually got and the guy who played the mummy.
Yeah, Arnold Vosloo. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking love this movie. Like, I remember loving it back in the day because I, like yourself and like any other person of our age when they were growing up, the dad loved Van Damme.
Yes.
So, by extension, I loved Van Damme.
Yeah.
Like, you had your Van Damme, you had your Steven Seagal, you had, you had all those 80s stars coming through the ranks.
My dad was into his John Wayne, so I had to watch John Wayne. I still love the fuck out of the Searchers.
I managed to completely skip John Wayne.
No, I did not.
I can genuinely say I've never watched a John Wayne movie from start to finish.
You know what? It's Christ knows when the last time I watched a John Wayne movie.
Yeah.
But I remember liking The Searchers, and there was another one.
What's the big war one that he was in? I've seen that all the way through, but everybody was in it.
I can't remember.
I can't remember what it was. I'm sure it's about land. It's basically the blueprint for Saving Private Ryan.
Right.
I can't remember what it's called.
I haven't got a clue, buddy.
But everybody was in it. Yeah.
But yeah, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Arnie.
Yeah. And yeah, Stallone.
Well, you see, that's the thing. I was never a Stallone man.
That is mental. Stallone had some cork. You see Tango and Cash?
I've seen Tango and Cash. I'm not saying I've never seen any Stallone film. I've just, I've always been an Arnie man.
Escape to Victory?
Nope.
No? Lockdown?
No.
Over the Top?
No.
Demolition Man?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Demolition Man's awesome. But yeah, man.
Mostly because of Wesley Snipes.
Yeah. Set your ass on fire. I was absolutely in my element rewatching this film because, like I say, I've not seen it for a long time. One thing, though, that really surprised me was it must have completely went out of my mind, but this is a John Woo movie.
Yeah.
And this is the first all-American John Woo movie, like English-speaking language John Woo movie, because obviously before that he did like Hard Boiled and The Killers and all that kind of thing, like all Hong Kong-based. And this was like the first one that he made, like American language, British language kind of thing.
Right.
And I don't know why, but I could not remember. But like we said earlier, you get the arrow coming across the screen. The first of 50.
Which looks good.
Of course, it looks good. It looks great. But that was like that is a definite John Woo camera trick, a definite John Woo move. And as soon as it happened, I was sat there going, "Is this a John Woo movie?" IMDb, oh my god, it's a John Woo movie. And of course, as the movie goes on, you get like he's looking in the mirrors and he's seeing the reflections of people coming towards him. That's a total John Woo thing. Face Off, the back-to-back mirrors, the back-to-back talking to each other in the last battle, Lance Henriksen.
A beautiful little shot where it was towards the end, it was in like the factory at the end.
Yeah.
And the lass and the old boy, who I've seen in something before, but I can't bloody remember what.
Yeah.
They were like all bust on that and walking down like a corridor, and Lance Henriksen's reflection was in the glass as they were walking down, and then he went.
Yeah.
He kind of went. That was that was a nice little shot.
Those are John Woo tropes.
Yeah.
Like you in your John Woo movies, you'll always get dual handgun action.
Oh yes.
Always going to get it.
And fucking doves.
You'll always get doves. You'll always get the reflections. You'll always get the super slow-mo shot.
There was slow-mo all over the place. I didn't see any religious imagery in it. Was there religious imagery?
Not that I can remember, but he was flexing his muscle at this point. Let's give him a chance.
I was thinking of Face Off. Face Off is
Face Off is all about the religious. One thing that I saw on the IMDb trivia that I loved was that the end of this movie was actually to culminate in a speedboat race, a speedboat chase.
Okay.
See Face Off.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently,
so somebody went like, "Don't shoot your little too soon, Jimmy boy. Just calm, simmer down."
Apparently, he was given the script to Face Off and asked to direct it, and he turned it down to make Hard Target,
right?
Because he didn't get the the science aspect of Face Off, like the taking the face off and putting it on someone else.
Science aspect. Jesus Christ.
Said no one ever. But yeah, apparently he didn't get that, so he didn't want to make Face Off, and then 4 years later he made it anyway. Which I love. It's great.
Like on YouTube or whatever.
Yeah. But you get all the John Woo tropes, the dove flying in and landing on the dog tags, which just get a grip of yourself. But honestly, I think this movie's fucking awesome. Like, I love Hard Target.
Yeah, it's why I Jean-Claude Van. You know what? It's a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie, and you know exactly what you're going to get.
Yeah.
My favourite is still Time Cop, and it always will be.
Oh, I love Time Cop. Oh, I should have done Time Cop.
There's a movie that knows its time travel rules.
Oh yeah, it knows it, and it fucking sticks to it.
You're damn straight.
I mean, they don't be touching each other, no nothing. Like, I can't touch myself because I'll disappear. Everybody knows that in time travel. Not Sharknado. But yeah, I was just really glad to visit again. I've been wanting to I've been on a little bit of a kick with the old 80s, 90s movies. Yeah. I've been going back and I've been watching certain things, and Hard Target was one, like, I was just like, I want to watch it, but I don't know, for some reason in my head it wasn't as precious as some of the other ones, and I'm like, is it going to be shit?
I think it's still up there.
Oh, it's still way up there. No. The thing is, Lance Henriksen is phenomenal as that baddie.
He's actually a good big bad.
Oh, yeah.
He's hamming it up to fuck.
Oh, yeah.
But
in a good way, though.
The bit when he was playing the piano,
I
was like, yeah, you know what, you're a sensitive son of a bitch. Yeah.
I love him in the film. I love him.
Yeah.
And I read something about basically somebody asking him what John Woo was like to work for, and he was basically saying that he's the best person to work for because he just lets you go for it.
Uh-huh.
And he was saying that he went and asked him what his motivation was supposed to be going into that last sequence or something like that, and he basically said, just go for it. And he's like, so I just went in, hammed it the fuck up and went for it, and basically he didn't say anything. He was like... But yeah, brilliant. I love John Woo. I love John Woo movies. They are what they are.
Yeah.
I mean, Broken Arrow is probably one of my favourite John Woo movies.
I have seen that. I've not seen it in a long time now.
Even did you ever see Wind Talkers with Nicolas Cage and Christian Slater? It's like a war movie.
I think so.
I remember going into that thinking, am I about to watch a war movie directed by John fucking Woo? And I'm like, how is this going to work? And it was brilliant. Brilliant's a strong word. But I really enjoyed it. I was like, this is actually a really good film. Like, John Woo's made a war movie, and I'm actually enjoying it.
Were there doves?
There was doves everywhere. Like, everywhere.
I'm sure there were in every battle site in World War II.
Of course. Just like there was loads of like dual handgun action. just amazing. Like, I loved it. But yeah, John Woo's the nuts.
So I've got a good one.
Yeah, you said you had one. Which is good because I hadn't actually prepared one.
Now, you said a few minutes ago that you've been on a real 1990s kick.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So this movie is from 1986. Wow. And it's an Eddie Murphy movie. This is Eddie Murphy at his prime, though.
Was he ever at his prime?
Yes, he fucking was.
Is it 24 hours?
We are...
Not 24 hours, 48 hours.
No. No.
I love that film.
We are going to rewatch The Golden Child.
Oh, God. Okay. That's not Eddie Murphy at his prime.
Of course it fucking
like,
is.
He was making good movies at the time. Golden Child, as I remember.
Right, that's the thing. Similar to you with Hard Target.
Yeah.
I remember absolutely loving The Golden Child.
Yeah.
Absolutely loving this movie. I've not watched it in a good 15 years. So, yeah. You've got Charles Dance in there being the big bad. He turns into the devil at some point, I think.
He's always a good big bad.
Yeah. So, it might be good. Still, maybe. It might be fucking horrendous. We will find out.
Let's seal the deal on that revisited with your best Eddie Murphy laugh. Because he has that very distinctive, awesome laugh.
I'm trying to think of that without doing Jimmy Carr.
Yeah, that is dangerous.
It's pretty... Because Jimmy Carr's like... it's kind of similar though, isn't it?
He kind of just goes... No, that's terrible.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
No. Well...
Let's revisit that.
Let me rewatch The Golden Child and then I'll have a go.
Okay. So, cheeky little promo, and we will be back with our top 5 generic turd-face Hollywood leading men.
Yeah, we will.
Greetings from Tromaville. I'm Lloyd Kaufman, president of Troma Entertainment and creator of The Toxic Avenger. You know, folks, when the Troma team and I are not making those great movies like Tromeo and Juliet and Terra Firma and Return to Nukem High, a.k.a. Volume 2, the Troma team and I like to kick back and inhale the most educational and entertaining podcast in the world, Poop Culture.
Hello, I'm Toxie. Toxie, I love poop culture. Poop culture is the best. I like poop culture. In fact, I even look like some poop right now. If you look closely, kind of a poop.
But I'm 70 years old and I want to blow my fucking brains out. So, honestly, I don't even know why I care.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Top 5 time. Top 5 time. Top 5 time. Top 5 time. Yeah, so top 5 generic leading turd-faced men that Hollywood can't help but slam down our throats. The contestants are Jai McCourtney. You like that, don't you? We retired that as well because we quite liked him in something, didn't we? What did we like him in?
Winchester. No? Was it Winchester?
There was something he was in that we liked him in.
That was Jason Clarke. See, you've done it again.
Yeah. Jason Clarke, Joel Kinnaman, Joel Edgerton, and Sam Worthington. So, I'm going to let you kick us off with your numero 5.
Right. Okay. Right.
What were your rules for this, first of all?
I don't know.
Were you going with their role in the movie, or were you going with the movie in general?
Pretty much the movie in general.
Okay, that's kind of what I did.
Yeah.
Apart from one.
Right. Okay. Right, so I'll go with Jai Courtney first.
Jai McCourtney
first. Okay, this is a Jack O'Connell movie. It was directed by Angela Jolie. And it's Unbroken.
Oh, the Olympic War thing. Was he in that? Jai Courtney?
Apparently so.
Wow. Apparently so.
I can't remember it.
That's why this top 5 is perfect. Because it's like, his face was so generic, I didn't even remember him in it.
I just remember Jack O'Connell being awesome.
Yeah.
And, yeah. But, yeah, apparently he wasn't it. I can't remember him being in it, though.
Yeah. to be fair, there's a movie on my list that one of my actors is in, and I know he's in it, so it's better than yours just there. But to be fair, you blink and you'll miss him. Wow, Unbroken. Yeah, I still haven't seen that.
It's a good movie. Jack O'Connell is fucking good in it.
Everybody raved about it, yeah.
I'm sure Jai McCourtney's great in it too.
If you could remember him being in it. Wow, that's a good one. So, my number 5, I'm going ways back. Well, actually, no, I've hobbied this.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Because my first one was a joke answer. And my first one was, my number 5 is Everest, which stars Jason Clarke and Sam Worthington. But no, my actual number 5 is a movie called The Hard Word. It's got Joel Edgerton in it, and it's an Australian movie. It's got Guy Pearce in the lead.
Right.
It was like these 3 brothers who'd kind of just got out of prison. I can't remember who the third one was, but it was Joel Edgerton, Guy Pearce, and whoever the third guy was. They kind of just got out of prison, and they started doing a couple of bank jobs. Really low budget movie. Kind of didn't get that much play at all. But I remember when it came out, I was working in the video shop at the time, and I was like, fuck it, I'll put that on. And it's brilliant. It is actually brilliant. Much like yourself, I forgot it was Joel Edgerton that was in it. But
you thought it was Sam Worthington.
I thought it was Sam Worthington, yeah. But I remember absolutely...
Oh, I fucking love that.
I remember absolutely loving the movie. And it was a real good, like, low-budget Australian sort of crime drama. Great film. Joel Edgerton was actually good in it, but, you know, I just forgot he was in it.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Okay, so...
Guy Pearce was better. And I remember him being in it.
That's what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, this one. Okay, I am going Joel Edgerton now.
Ooh.
And I actually do remember him being in this. Because he's one of the leads.
Oh, wow.
This is a Natalie Portman film. It's in the Old West.
Ah, right, yeah, I saw that, but I haven't seen the film.
It's a cracking movie.
When I was going through his jobbies, I was like, oh, yeah, I remember that. I just never watched it.
Jobby. You know what? It's a cracking movie.
Is it?
It really, really is. Which is why I thought it was unfair to have Joel Edgerton on the list. Because
you like him in that.
I do like him in that.
Yeah.
And I like him in another one, but I'm not sure because I think you'll definitely have it.
Yeah, I'll have that.
We both know the movie.
100% I'll have that.
But yeah, Jane Got a Gun, it's an awesome movie. I think it got overlooked. It seems to have just disappeared. It's on Netflix.
I remember
or
it getting
Amazon Prime on one of them.
It got a lot of play when it was coming out, and then it disappeared.
I think it's like, remember what was the one with Leo? The Western with Leo and
Quick and the Dead.
That's the one with
fucking love that movie.
Sharon Stone.
Love that movie.
Bloody.
That's a revisit.
Gene Hackman in that too?
Yeah, Gene Hackman was in that. That's a revisit and a half.
100%. That is a revisit. Yeah. But yeah, Jane Got a Gun is a hell of a movie, and Joel Edgerton is really good in it.
Nice.
Or it might be Sam Worthington. I'm not sure.
Well, my number 4. Sam Worthington is in, and I do remember it being in this because I love this film. It's total cheese, nonsense, action, balls to the walls. Just it's Arnie was the lead star, and the movie is Sabotage.
Oh yeah.
He is.
Which one was in that?
Sam Worthington.
Okay.
Yeah, or it could have been Joel Kinnaman, I'm not sure.
Is he one of the crew?
Yeah, he's one of the crew.
Right.
He's the kind of the one that goes bad and tries to do them all over.
And was it Batista was in that?
No, not Batista.
Or was it him out of True Blood?
Yes.
Aye.
Him out of True Blood. Manganiello.
Blah, blah, blah.
But yeah, him and the girlfriend are the ones that are like going against everyone towards the end, and he's actually great in it. Because he doesn't look like Sam Worthington. He's got like like braids. Not braids, like cornrows.
Right.
Which don't suit a white guy. But he's got them, and I actually really I think he's great in the film because everybody's just having a ball in that film. Everybody's having a laugh.
Yeah, it's a good film. It's an Arnie film.
It's sort of like Arnie's kind of trying to come out with retirement, but he's not taking it too serious.
Yeah, like since coming out of retirement, he's done a couple okay ones.
Yeah.
You know, Aftermath was good. The one he did where he was like the old, obviously, the old sort of sheriff.
The Last Ride? No. Something Ride. The Last Stand.
Last Stand. I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that.
Even though Johnny Knoxville was in it.
Yeah, well, fuck him. Yeah. So that was
my number 4.
That was your number 4.
Yeah.
So my number 3 is. Give me a minute. Okay, so my number 3 is Sam Worthington. This is actually, I don't know if this is a cheat or not.
Oh,
right, because this was it was like a TV event.
Ooh.
So it was like a mini series with feature length
it's
episodes.
It's a cheat.
You're a cheat. Okay, so fuck you. I'm taking it anyway. The series was called Deadline Gallipoli.
Right. I'm going to let you have it because that sounded really hard to say and you've had a drink.
No.
Deadline Gallipoli?
Gallipoli.
Okay, that one.
Set in World War One.
Oh, of course.
It was one of the big bloodiest battles in World War One.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I know you've not.
Genuinely haven't heard of it.
But yeah, it was a cracking series.
Is there a movie made about it?
I want to say Mel Gibson did a movie about it.
What
way back.
The we were once were warriors. We were fathers. Yeah. We were soldiers. No. Okay.
Not that. Deadline Gallipoli.
Okay, I'll give you that because, like you say, I couldn't
You
say
don't
it.
know what else to say.
I couldn't say it drunk as fuck. So.
I'm not drunk as fuck. How dare you?
So my number 3, I've hobbied this one,
Mm-hmm.
but you'll see for why in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
My fake answer is Terminator Genesis, which stars Jason Clarke and Jai Courtney.
That's right.
But my proper answer is War for the Planet of the Apes, Jason Clarke.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those... The thing is, that is more based on the movie, because the movie is brilliant. I love War for the Planet of the Apes. It was the second one.
No. War for the Planet of the Apes is the third one.
No. Dawn was the third one.
Yeah.
Alright, whichever one he was in. Because the movie's great. I really enjoyed the movie. It was the one with Cobra. It was the second one.
Rise, Dawn, War.
Right, so Dawn then. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Stupid idiot.
I really, really fucking love that movie. I think it's a great movie. It's the second one of the 3. But let's be honest, Jason Clarke could have been anyone.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't really matter.
Was Gary Oldman in the first one?
Second one.
Right. Okay.
But, like... It
And
was
also, he may have as well been on it.
Yeah. It was like Franco dropped out for whatever reason, so they got in a guy who sort of looks like Franco but is a bit chubbier, and they got Jason Clarke.
Mm-hmm.
So I love the movie. He puts in a decent performance, but he could have been anyone. He could have been Joel Kinnaman.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like him. So yeah, that's my number 3, War for the Planet of the Apes.
Okay. My number 2.
Do you like the fact that I'm throwing in fake answers as well as real answers?
Yeah, you've.
My fake answers just star more than one of the 2 generic, more than one of the 5 generic turds.
I've not done that. That's too much effort.
I was trying to get 5 that 2 of them had starred in, but I could only get 3.
Right, my number 2. And if you thought Gallipoli was impressive, my number 2 is a Jason Clarke film.
Mm-hmm.
And the movie, fingers crossed, the movie is Chappaquiddick.
Ah, that's got a different name over here.
Is it?
Yeah. Is this the one about the Thingy Kennedy? Yeah, because I watched that the other night. I was actually going to talk about that, man. What have you been watching? That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's called The Senator over here.
Fucking stupid.
I know. Or yeah, because we don't know what Chappaquiddick is. But yeah, I watched that the other night. That's a pretty fucking good film, actually. Like, I wasn't expecting
Jason
that.
Clarke is actually really fucking good in it.
I didn't know there was more than 2 Kennedys. Honestly, didn't know that. Like, I knew there was JFK and RFK.
RFK.
So I knew those 2, but I had no idea there was another one who was a murderer. I mean, technically.
Allegedly, not a murderer, maybe, but...
He killed Kate Mara.
bastard. Well, he didn't kill her.
It's not one you're going to miss, though, is it? That was a genuinely... You know who surprised me as hell in that movie? Is it Ed Helms?
Oh, Ed Helms, yeah.
He was brilliant. Like, he didn't have that many scenes, but the scenes he did have, I was kind of like, yeah. That scene at the funeral, when he was talking to the parents, he had me. I was like, damn, like, Ed Helms, man. But yeah, good call on that. I was meant to mention that in my What Have You Been Watching?
Can't believe they changed the name of it.
Yeah, over here it's called The Sinner.
For sake, man.
But it's like...
Why?
It's like how California Man... When it came out in America, it was called Insano Man.
Insano Man.
Yeah, but we don't know what that is, so they had to change it to California Man. Personally, they could have just called it Caveman.
Well, there was an episode of We Hit Movies about that.
Yeah.
Like, Insano Man. I was like, what? Why did you do that for?
Because that's what they did. That's what the Americans did.
Stupid.
Happens all the time, man.
Your number 2, my friend.
My number 2... What was that? Was that your number 2?
That was my number 2.
I think I'm going to steal your number 1.
No, I don't think you are.
I think I might.
Go on then.
My number 2 is a Joel Edgerton movie.
Didn't know of one. Haha.
It's Warrior.
Well, I didn't put that on my list because I knew you'd have it.
Yeah.
Because it's an awesome
Because I love Warrior.
movie.
I did have that.
I thought that would be your number 1, if truth be told.
No, my number 1. Yeah, my number 2 is Warrior. Love Joel Edgerton in that movie.
Yeah.
Personally, love Tom Hardy way more in that movie.
Well, you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Because Tom Hardy's given more to do.
He's got the role. But Joel Edgerton, I think that could possibly be one of my earliest sort of introductions to Joel Edgerton.
I think, actually, you know what, that's probably the first Joel Edgerton.
Yeah, like the...
Or maybe, where else was Revenge of the Sith?
Yeah, is he not the one that played Uncle Owen, or... Yeah.
Or Attack of the Clones, a bigger part in Attack of the Clones.
Yeah. Why wouldn't he?
Yeah.
But yeah, I fucking love Warrior. Like, I've never seen a movie that is basically about men beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
That fucking had me in tears.
But it's so good.
Yeah, that film.
It's a hell of a movie, and everybody is terrific in it.
Yeah. Even fucking, was it Nick Nolte? Even Nick Nolte's fucking phenomenal in that film. But like that scene when he broke his hand, when Tom Hardy's broke his hand, and he's trying to get Edgerton just to keep going at him, and Edgerton, you can see that he just doesn't want to do it because it's his brother, man. He's fucking broke his hand, and he knows that. But oh my Christ, that film, it just knocks me on my ass.
It's a good movie. I've not watched it in a while, actually. Yeah.
I've watched it a fair few times now.
I've seen it a good 4 or 5 times. But
and
yeah,
you know what? Anybody out there who says that Tom Hardy is one of these generic-faced fucking actors or whatever,
that's bullshit.
A lot of people do say that about Tom Hardy. He's just another face in the crowd. Watch Warrior. Like, watch Warrior, and you will see what that kid can do. Like, he's been amazing in just about everything he's been in, but he is a cut above in that movie. He's phenomenal.
Yeah. Apparently, he's like beefed up to play Al Capone.
Yes, yeah, he's pretty much unrecognisable. He looks weird as fuck.
That's what he does, though. That's what Tom Hardy does.
Tom Hardy.
He's fucking Tom Hardy.
He's the next Daniel Day. Maybe not.
Steady on.
Yeah, we've all had a drink.
We've all had a drink.
So, you got any honourable mentions before we do our number ones?
Well, okay. Honourable mention, I'll go back to Jason Clarke for Winchester, which I watched a month ago, whatever. Yeah, he was the lead opposite Helen Mirren.
Yeah,
and I thought he held his own.
I had Jason Clarke for that might be your number 1.
It's not.
No, I had Jason Clarke for Lawless, another Tom Hardy movie. In fact,
I forgot he was in it.
Yeah, you're supposed to. But also, interesting little bit of trivia here, right? Did you know that back in 2001, Jason Clarke was in an episode of The Bill?
Shit!
Yeah.
He was not.
He was.
Stop lying.
It's on his IMDb. We could get him.
Well, not now, we can't.
But yeah,
because we'd have to. We'd have to have T-shirts printed saying, "I am not Jason Clarke."
But yeah, Jason Clarke back in 2001 was in an episode of The Bill.
That's awesome,
isn't it? That is now officially. I mean, the Sly Stallone and Arnie thing for the last revisited. What was it? When he tricked Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
Oh, yeah,
when
yeah.
Arnie tricked Sly. That was my favourite bit of trivia. This is now my favourite bit of IMDb trivia. Jason Clarke, the man that is, was in an episode of The Bill.
So John Connor was in The Bill.
Exactly,
Although
man.
not the real John Connor.
Not the real John Connor. The fake one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was my only...
I did have one more, and this was purely because I just wanted to put it on my list. But then I thought, you know what? Like I said before, he's not. He's in the movie, but you can kind of get away with the fact that it's Jai McCourtney is Man Down.
Yeah. I mean, he's good in that, but he's completely, totally, and utterly outshone by
Shia LaBeouf of all people.
Yeah, I know. Ah, fuck me! I just realised what your number one is.
I don't think you have. I think you may have, actually. What's your number one? What's your number one?
Okay, my number one, I'm back to Sam Worthington. Back to war. It's Hacksaw Ridge.
I thought you were going to say Avatar there.
Oh, never that. Never that. Is that your number one?
No.
Hacksaw Ridge.
Are you schmental?
Yeah, Sam Worthington's actually fucking really good in it.
I still haven't seen it.
You really need to.
I know, you keep telling me that. I will one day.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hell of a movie.
It is. It's supposed to be. But did you watch it and go, is that Joel Kinnaman?
Jason Clarke.
Oh, no. I need to watch Hacksaw Ridge.
You do, honestly, buddy.
And you're not the only one that's told me that.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people tell me that. So maybe I just need to sit down and watch it.
You have to be in the mood for it.
That's the thing about war movies.
It's a Mel Gibson movie as well. So it's stop itching your tattoo.
I can't help it.
Well, you're going to fucking flake it off!
Hi, Lindsay.
Let's just say it like that.
No.
Or is it me?
Wow, that's you.
That's me.
Right, okay, so Hacksaw Ridge, I need to watch it.
Yep, you do.
Yeah.
Go.
And Jai Courtney's in it.
Yeah, exactly. And your number one is Joel Kinnaman in Suicide Squad, isn't it?
No.
Oh, shit.
No.
Right.
My number one is
That
actually...
never made your list?
And I've picked this actor, or these actors, because this was like a time that in a movie I went in and I was like, really don't care about either of those people being in this movie, but they actually stole the movie. They are amazing in the movie. It is Jai Courtney as Captain Boomerang, and it is Joel Kinnaman as Rick Flag in the Suicide Squad.
Is this your joke one?
No, this is my actual number one. This was my number one from the start, because you know what, right? On this is one of the ones that I went on the rolls, because Jai Courtney completely changed my perspective on Jai Courtney as Captain Boomerang. Like, before that, he was the fucking turd that played John McClane's son in that fucking awful movie. You know? And the same with Joel Kinnaman. Like, I all of a sudden could see Joel Kinnaman as an actual actor as opposed to the fucking turd from the RoboCop reboot. You know?
Yeah, I had to look at Joel Kinnaman movies.
He's not done much. He had like a dose of Dutch films. Is he Dutch?
Yeah. He looks like he could be Dutch.
Maybe. But like, I thought he was perfect as Rick Flag. Like, I think he is perfect in that role. He's very well cast, although originally Tom Hardy was meant to play the role.
I'm glad he backed out.
I'm glad he's
nowhere near that movie.
But he probably would have been better than Joel Kinnaman. But I'm kind of like...
That wouldn't have even touched the sides. The movie was so fucking shit.
I know.
Fucking bailing on that.
But like, every time I watch that movie, the first time I watched that movie, I've watched it a few times since, and I genuinely think Joel Kinnaman is great as Rick Flag. He's just got it, when he's sitting there, he's like, "You cut and run," and these are all lines that coming out of anybody else's mouth would just be fucking ridiculous, because it's Joel Kinnaman, and you don't really take him that serious as an actor anyway. When he delivers those lines, you're kind of like, yeah, you are totally the sort of meathead that would say that. So there you go. I think he's great as Rick Flag. But the biggest surprise of Suicide Squad for me...
I will give you that one.
...was Jai Courtney.
I will give you that one. Because, like, I give Justice League a lot of shit, rightfully so.
Yeah.
But, like, say, Ezra Miller was a highlight in the movie. So I will give you Jai McCourtney / Jason Clarke in Suicide Squad as a highlight.
My number one there on this top 5 was literally the movie that surprised me not the movie, the roles that surprised me the most from these guys. Jason Clarke's kind of standard by the numbers. He does the same thing most of the time. So like,
except when he's a shit Terminator.
So I expect him to be Jason Clarke. Joel Kinnaman, I wasn't expecting anything from him because RoboCop. Jai Courtney, I wasn't expecting anything from him because of Die Hard and every other movie Jai Courtney's in. But it was just like, as soon as he comes on the screen as Captain Boomerang, I'm like, oh my god, you've stole this movie in a heartbeat. Not hard to do, but you've stole this movie, and I'm not necessarily looking at, Margot Robbie right now. I'm looking at what fucking Jai Courtney's doing, because he's playing a fucking pissed up Australian.
Yeah.
And I think he's great.
Yeah,
I think he's great.
I agree with you. I'll give you that.
I think he is.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was always my number one from the word go.
So you just thought you're number one, and then built your top 5
Worked
around
my
it.
way back.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And then I've tried to cheat and have like 5 movies where there was more than one of them. Apparently there's only been 3. I was quite impressed there was 3, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I thought I'm really going to struggle with this with these people, but they have done some good movies, as we've just named 10 of them.
Plus, as well, what you have to think about as well, Joel Kinnaman is doing Altered Carbon on TV, and that show's pretty damn good.
I never got back into that. We did it for just the pilot. I think I watched maybe 3 episodes.
I've not finished the first series, but it's pretty solid. Like,
yeah.
He is pretty good in it.
Yeah, I might go back to it.
And he was good in House of Cards.
He was, but...
Have you seen what they've done on Netflix with House of Cards? You know how when the whole Spacey-Gate thing happened?
Don't say Spacey-Gate.
Okay, the whole Spacey allegations thing happened.
That's fine, say it that.
So,
fucking Spacey-Gate.
On Netflix, they changed every picture of House of Cards to a picture of Robin Wright Penn because Netflix didn't want to associate with that.
Right.
Well, I'm going to pull it up now because I noticed this the other day and I was like, those fucking bastards. They've now put a picture of Kevin Spacey back on.
Right.
But, and this kind of pissed me off. I was like, you fucking bunch of dickheads. They've now put it back on after months and months and months of shunning him from the show.
Uh-huh.
This is the picture now.
Oh.
I don't get why they've done that.
Why the fuck would you do that?
It just looks terrible.
Okay, this is an audio show. The poster for it is Kevin Spacey's face, but all blurred and mental and that.
They've like wiped it and everything, and they've made it fuzzy and everything. I have really no idea because I was kind of, does that mean something to the show? Like, but I don't get the reference point on that. But obviously, I don't know. Maybe there must be something going on behind the scenes that they've had to put a picture of Kevin Spacey back on. But their way of getting past it is like putting a shitty fucking filter on.
Fucking hell! Opening scene. Bloody Act 1, Scene 1 of the first episode. Yeah. It's Kevin Spacey's right there. So whether you've bloody blocked his... unless you're going to do that the whole way fucking through.
I'm wondering if that's maybe what they've done. Like, maybe there's been something behind the scenes where it's like, you know what? You may not want him as part of the show anymore, but he was part of the show.
This was your... I mean, it was like House of Cards and Orange is the New Black were the two main shows of Netflix. Mm-hmm. Those were their flagship shows. So, even if, someone has only just signed up for Netflix, like this week, they've never seen anything on Netflix ever, which I suppose of course there will be.
There'll be people in Vietnam.
But, like, just fuck off.
To me, that makes no sense. I don't get it. And I noticed it a couple of days ago, and I was like, really? Why have they done that? It just, I'm
That
assuming
would make me want to watch it more.
I think there must be some sort of like legal thing going on where they have to put the picture back up, but this is their way of getting around it. We're going to wipe his face. I mean, for people listening who haven't seen it, I'll post it up on the Facebook so you can see it. But it just, I was kind of sat there and I was like, why not just not have the picture altogether? Like, why not just put the picture back up with Robin Wright Penn? Because she's taken the role over anyway in the new series.
Well, I think it's a limited series and it's the last one.
But it's like...
Unless they do a spin-off. I would watch a spin-off with her.
But why put it up and do that? It makes no sense.
Yeah.
And it kind of annoyed me. I mean, we've been openly... We've spoke about the whole Kevin Spacey thing. We're not going to get into it right now.
Well, I mean, I read yesterday, I think it was, a new allegation against Kevin Spacey. I think it was on Facebook. But, see, that's the fucking main word, is allegation.
Yeah.
There's still no charges being brought that I'm aware of. There's still no court case.
No.
It's allegations.
And in his new movie, which opened in 10 cinemas in America, made $276 or something.
Yeah.
Which somebody said on our Facebook, because I posted the article, and somebody was like, "Oh, ouch," and all this kind of thing. I was like, well, no, it's kind of to be expected. Like, that is what was going to happen. So get over it. I feel sorry for Taron. I feel sorry for the kid who played Solo, because they're the main stars of the movie.
Right.
But that was kind of what was going to happen.
Of course it was going to happen.
Allegations or no allegations, it's kind of a whole toxic thing right now, so that was it. But yeah, I saw that on Netflix and I just thought, what a bunch of bastards. Like, I just don't get it. Just take the picture off and be done with it.
Just like you say, just leave it at...
Robin Wright Penn.
Aye.
So,
yeah.
This has been episode 117.
It has. What are we on? 2 hours 50.
Yeah.
There'll be a bit of pish to cut out, though.
Yeah. Your anti-Semite jokes.
I didn't do Semite jokes.
You did a little bit.
Did not.
You just, it was that long ago, you've forgotten about them.
That's what it was.
But yeah, we will be back for episode 118. Possibly an indie talk. We don't know what's going on. These Stairs episodes are definitely coming. We just need to get them together.
Yeah.
When they do come out, it's just going to be like interview shows and rounding up. And I think I floated the idea with Weatherman Toby of him coming on to be like a guest host on those episodes. So we'll do like a roundup with him as we play interviews and stuff, which would be cool. Be something nice, something new. But yeah, come back and listen to us on 118.
Definitely.
We've got your number. Sorry, I love those 118 adverts.
Oh, right. I see what you did there. Okay.
All right.
That's shit.
You didn't get it before?
No.
Do you want to say goodbye, everyone?
Goodbye.